Yes, man. After Hours Edition, we got a full panel here, and your boy Sneeko. Let's get into it.
Sneeko, what's wrong with you, bro?
Back. What's up, guys? Welcome to Fresh Fit Podcast After Hours Edition. We're joined with, I think, what, like 9 girls, and Sneeko, aka the guy that's banned off YouTube and everywhere else.
Twitch.
No
Sorry.
Twitch.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, okay, guys, quick announcement before we get into the show. Number one, rumble.com/freshfit. Also, rumble.com/Sneeko, or is it the Sneeko?
You got it. Rumble.com/Sneeko.
There you go. Check them out, guys, over there. Check us out over there as well.
We just signed Crowder full time. Chris just made the announcement. So Rumble's making big moves this year.
Wait, Crowder's going to be full time on Rumble?
Full time on Rumble, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just signed the
When did you say
paperwork.
that?
Just now, an hour ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yo, Rumble's the future, guys. I'm telling y'all, bro.
And he added Russell Brand's comedy skits as well.
Yeah.
His first comedy special.
Yeah.
First comedy special on Rumble. So,
On
yeah,
Rumble.
join the winning team. Come to Rumble.
Yeah, come on over to Rumble, guys.
YouTube sucks. Everyone knows it, man.
Yeah, freedom of speech is definitely dying on YouTube.
BotTube
So
in the chat.
check us out, guys, on rumble.com/freshfit. Check out Sneeko on rumble.com/Sneeko. Also, check us out on locals, guys. Freshfit.locals.com. Sneeko, is yours
Sneeko.locals.com. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Exclusive
check 'em out as
content,
well.
gym streams, all that.
Yes. You guys, actually, we did a gym stream, like 2 weeks ago or something like that. So if y'all want to go ahead and see how weak Sneeko is, go ahead and check him out on the gym
All
stream.
right,
No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, you work out?
Yo, shut the fuck up, bro.
And then also, guys, check us out on Megaphone, guys. As you guys know, that's the audio version of the podcast. Just make sure you wear headphones so you don't get fired at your job. Because at this point, if they hear my voice, Sneeko's voice, Fresh's voice, whatever it is, or Chris in the back saying some shit, you're probably going to get fired at your job. Also, no, my mic isn't sounding good? All
Nope.
Right, go ahead, Fresh, take it over.
All right, guys. So we have here as well the merch. Get the merch, man. FreshFitPodcastStore.com. Good to go.
Test 1 2 3. Am I good now?
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit better.
No, I didn't. All right, just go ahead and take it over. I'll fix it.
Get the merch, guys. Yo, we got a special shirt coming as well. PS Chris is a bum. Get that shirt as well. Tag us, and we're gonna repost it for you on the actual Instagram. Cool. Clip channel, guys. Get the best parts of the show, bite-sized content, and we have the best clips regarding Dubai streams, Miami streams as well. Go check it out. Let's get that channel to 1 million. And then we got here my channel for vlogs, guys. Once again, that Dubai trip was amazing. Sneeko was there as well. It's all on my vlog channel along with the other vlogs there as well. Go check it out. 200K on the way. Let's go.
L Fresh for not having a passport again. There's some good vlogs on there. I helped him out. I did the Fresh iPhone vlogs to replace him.
You did well, but you're still a noob. Anyhow, guys, join the network, man. One of the best networks in the world for resources and getting your stuff on point for networking and success. Go check it out, guys. Once again, and then Myron's channel, Fed It. He does cases there.
Is it good now?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm good now?
We get you
All right,
now.
Cool. All right. Sorry, guys, a little bit of an audio bug there. Yeah, guys, check me out, Fed 1811. As you guys know, I break down criminal cases on there. I cover everything from terrorism to bank robberies to serial killers to murder, family killers like Chris Watts. The next episode I'm going to drop is either going to be BMF or Hezbollah. As you guys, what? Is bad again?
Yeah, it's still not good, man.
All right, fine. I will. I'll switch mics. You guys go ahead.
All right. And then the book. Guys, #1 seller.
You got this
out right now.
You got this.
You got this. Why women deserve less? Or do they just get more? I don't know.
Anyway, women deserve less. And also, can we recently, I don't know your name yet. We're going to go and everyone's going to introduce themselves, but you asked me to sign Myron's book. I didn't write it, obviously, but what was the, my signature's on there. You said something about,
Oh, there you go.
You have
she bought the book.
Wow.
What made you buy the book,
though?
we should charge her more.
To read it.
Wow.
Because I wanted to read it and I wanted my boyfriend to read it.
What?
Okay.
So you bought it for your boyfriend?
Well, I bought it for myself because I love reading and Myron makes sense in his book. But I also want my boyfriend to read it because I think it's important that he reads it.
Oh, wow.
You think it's important that your boyfriend knows that you deserve less?
Generally, women, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Wait.
Look, you got a signed copy on there by
I'll
Myron
give it
Gaines
up.
himself.
There you go.
Thank you
And
so
see what I wrote there.
I haven't read the book, but what is the synopsis
It's on
of the
the front
book?
cover, front, very first.
front
Women
cover.
deserve less.
Yeah.
Is that the synopsis of the book?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you should read the book first.
Yeah, I don't want to make any prejudgments because I don't.
I don't-
Yeah,
Hold on.
definitely read it.
You know what you don't want to
first.
do? Judge a book by its cover.
That's what.
Okay, so we get like 3 copies of the book
Yeah,
or something.
I think the title is just to draw you in, but I don't think the whole premise
Okay,
of the
that's
book
what it
is.
is. It's
Really?
it's
Are we
really
getting like
about
3
that.
copies of the book so we can read the book? $15.99 on Amazon.
Oh,
right today.
okay.
Talk about why I deserve less.
Read out loud to the people what I wrote in there.
deserve less.
Oh,
because I deserve.
this is why you have a man.
Don't
There
be
you
Kevin,
go, man.
Her boyfriend.
All right, and speaking of women, ladies, DM me and RC Parkinson on IG. All other accounts are fake ladies, guys. Just don't mess with the account. I don't do crypto, any weird shit, scamming like that. So just make sure you DM me on RC Parkinson. Shout out to the ladies for going to our panel. And yeah, let's have a great show.
You got some fake accounts on you, Aaron.
Yeah, I
lot.
know.
Quite a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you type your name and it's like
Everybody
16
does.
options.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But there you go.
The haters keep you alive. Hello.
They
If you
fuel
don't
your
got fake
success.
accounts, you not doing it.
All right. So, ladies on the panel, give us your name, your age, what we do for a living, dating status, and if you want to, of course,
Your body count.
and we'll start right here. Welcome.
Hi, you guys. I'm back. My name is Nina Royalty on
Welcome back.
Instagram.
Freshina?
NINNAROYAL
Oh, Freshina.
TEE. Yes, and as you know, I'm a massage therapist. I also do hostings, various events. I'm an event planner and an overall entrepreneur.
Hey y'all!
Where's the energy you had earlier?
Excuse me.
The energy. Come on, man.
What?
She's humble. That's all. That's
I'm
what it
introduced.
is.
This is my introduction. I can't bring that energy into my introduction.
Yeah.
Wait, can you go through that
give me a
one more
little-
time for me? Name?
Okay, so my name is Nina. We're gonna
Nina.
leave it at that.
Okay, how old are you?
I go by Nina Royalty. Some
Uh-huh.
people call me Royalty. Some people call me Queen.
How old are you?
You a
I-
queen.
Yes, thank you. I'm 27 years old.
Where are you from?
Yes, I'm originally from San Bernardino, California.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long you been in Miami?
I've been in Miami for like a few months now, since last September.
Okay. And what do you do for work?
Yes, I'm a massage therapist.
Okay. And then your highest education level completed?
Uh, massage therapy school.
Okay. And then relationship status?
I am currently in a relationship.
Okay. How long y'all been together?
Nice.
We've been together for about 3 months now, so I call it going steady, right?
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
How'd y'all meet?
Actually, we met on a dating site.
What's it called?
Tinder? Bumble?
Black.
And
Actually, we met on POF.
Oh, wow. People
What?
still use that?
What is that?
Plenty of
Yeah.
what the hell?
She
It's
said
plenty of
POF. Like we
I
know.
like
Plenty
older
of
men,
fish, yeah.
and yeah, so I use POF.
So
I don't
nice.
use all the new Bumble and
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Facebook dating.
I didn't
and
know
stuff
people
like
still
that.
use
Match
it,
on
but-
POF.
Old
Something's
men
wrong with
use
you.
it.
Yeah.
POF. God damn.
nah,
just
Hinge
saying.
is wild, bro.
Hinge is where is that?
Okay.
I've
Weird
never
ass
used that.
Weird ass
Nigga,
motherfuckers.
that's the bottom
I've
of the
never
barrel.
used that.
I'm
Hinge
sorry.
Just saying though.
Or
I'm just saying.
POF
Fresh.
is
Barrel.
Yo,
was the bottom of the
Actually,
barrel.
no,
POF
Damn.
is the bottom.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. I can tell you what the bottom of the barrel.
Come on.
is.
What
Don't talk
is-
to your sister like that, man.
Tagged is the bottom of the barrel.
Wait, y'all are siblings?
Yeah, they are.
What is
You guys don't even know what
That's
that is.
amazing.
Your
Don't do that.
Your
Please don't
followers know what that is.
Okay.
Trust me,
Let's just
trust
continue on.
me.
Okay. What is your name?
Hi, my name is Zoe. I go by Zayzooted online.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 21 years old.
Where are you from?
I'm from Lake Worth, Florida,
Okay. So you're from Palm Beach County?
basically. Yeah.
Okay. What do you do for work?
I do OnlyFans full time.
Oh,
Bruh.
fantastic. What's your highest education level completed?
High school.
Okay. And then what's your relationship status?
I've been in a relationship for 2 years with my boyfriend.
Okay.
Is he white?
He is Hispanic.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. And he obviously knows what you do, etc.
He does it with me.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Cool. What about you?
Hello, my name is Symphony. I'm 29 years old. I graduated high school in Pembroke Pines, Florida.
Is that where you're from too?
Yeah, currently living in Palm Beach County.
Okay. And what do you do for work?
I am a manager in customer service for like an online call center. I work from home,
Okay.
and I am currently in a relationship, coming on 2 years this April.
Okay. And then you said your highest education level is high school?
Yeah, high school.
What about you? Welcome.
Hello. I'm Sophia Alpha. I was here in July, and basically, I'm a musician. I
Wait, how old are you real quick?
graduate- Sorry, I turned 23 in April.
Okay. Where are you from?
And I'm from Massachusetts,
What part?
Wayland.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a
Nowhere.
suburb.
Yeah.
Anyways, I make music. I graduate college in May, and then
Do you go to school here in Florida or up north?
no, I go to school in Hawaii.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. And then-
So you're in college,
Yeah.
and then you're a senior, and then you said, are you in a relationship or?
No, I have a principle not dating during my education because it's a distraction.
Okay.
So I'm waiting to finish that at least, and then yeah, I'm also a recruiter for social media and OnlyFans. So
Okay.
if anybody's interested in making more money than they are now, you can hit me up at Sophia Alpha. It's SOPHIA LFA, or at my private Instagram, Princess XV It's Princess XFI.
So you manage OF girls?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
also social media. So like Instagram, Twitter, sometimes streamers.
All right, cool. What about you?
My name is Holiday, the Golden Child.
Hey y'all.
Holiday with an A or a holiday?
Holiday with an H.
Okay, with an H. Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay, where are you from?
New York.
New York in the house.
The city, or
Huh?
are you from the city, or what part of New
Oh,
York?
I'm from Long Island,
Long
but I
Island.
live in the Bronx.
Okay.
Yeah. I lived in Miami 10 years. So I just moved back to New York, but I'm from New York.
Why did you move
Okay.
back?
I did everything in Miami.
Uh-oh.
That's
I don't know what that means.
I did everything.
It means exactly what I said. I did everything. Besides drugs, but I did everything.
No, I did everything. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't play with drugs.
Okay. What do you do for work?
I'm an artist. I'm also a CEO of my own shapewear brand called Golden Curves. I also have my own women empowerment / modeling agency called Top 20 NYC. I house bartenders, bottle service, models, hosts,
When you say what is shapewear exactly? Is it like the
fajas, waist trainers.
Waist trainers.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
that's what-
post-op garments, things of that sort.
Okay.
So
you help fat girls look skinny.
No, I mostly deal with a lot of girls who come straight out of lipo, whether it's skinny surgery.
Okay. That's like the
Okay.
aftercare of
Yeah,
surgery.
yeah, and yeah, and afterwards, aftercare. And then I also am a media personality. If you watch other podcasts, I'm on 8 at the Table, and
Oh, you look familiar. Got it. Okay. She's trouble, man.
What's 8 at the Table?
It's another podcast similar to this one. Well, trying to be well. Let's say that. It's a dating podcast.
Y'all
I'll just
really
say
set
that.
the trend. There's a lot of new Fresh and Fit shows popping
Yeah,
up.
literally, bro.
well, we've been about 3.5 years, so
Man,
I don't know.
we're housed out of New York.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I never heard of it, but okay. All right. And then what's your highest education level completed?
Some college,
All right.
but high school.
High school completed.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. And then relationship status?
I'm in a relationship,
Nice. How long y'all been together?
4 years.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Okay. All right. What about you?
Hey y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. I'm Sunflower Brazil, and I
First
have
name
a-
Sunflower, last name Brazil.
Yes,
That's your government name?
yes.
That's awesome.
Wait.
Thank
That's
you.
amazing.
Oh, wow.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's unique. All right. What's your
Mom and dad says
how old are you?
sunflowers. Let's do
How old
it.
are you?
30,
Okay. Where are you
Yes.
from?
Miami, Florida.
Okay. And then what do you do for work?
I am an author.
Okay.
Yes.
What kind of books do you write?
Books about me. It's all about me.
Me, nigga.
So, okay. I mean, you write books about you. That's cool.
Yeah.
But okay, I would assume after the first.
I only have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was gonna say, like, how many autobiographies did you write? Like, okay.
No.
Sunflower.
All right. So, I guess I'm assuming you talk about your life in the books.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your highest education level completed?
I have a bachelor's of art, and I graduated from Florida State University.
Okay. FSU.
Yes.
Okay. And then, what's your relationship status?
I'm single.
Okay.
Big single.
I'm sorry.
Big single.
Yeah, me too.
A little single.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you write about in the book? What is your life story?
Just humble beginnings and being where I am now. Yeah, and becoming a woman on my own.
Becoming a woman.
Yeah,
On your own.
yeah.
Wait,
Independent.
aren't you a woman already?
No, I'm a woman now. But in my book, yes.
Wait, you're.
I'll explain what she means by that if you want
Yes.
me to.
Raising myself. My
She brought an
mom
attorney,
passed
too.
away.
I thought you meant like you were a man before.
A man.
What? Call a woman.
Girl to a woman. Boy to a man.
No. Either way, it's fine. I'm just saying.
What do you like to watch on TV?
I misunderstood what you said.
Okay.
Does
It sounds like you watch things in the dark. You
Shame.
like to watch things in the
You
dark?
got time to watch TV?
I don't dabble in the dark, but okay.
Sounds like you do.
Dabble in the light.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Sunflower.
Yeah.
You like it in the open.
What the? Okay.
All right.
Moving on smartly.
That took an interesting turn.
Yeah.
What about you?
I am Nene Bam.
Hey y'all.
Oh, I like that.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Belglade, Florida. It's in the middle of nowhere.
Belglade?
Belglade.
Okay.
It's like
That's the middle of nowhere
literally
for real.
45 minutes away from the Everglades. Yes.
Okay. What do you do for work?
I'm a rapper.
Okay.
You got some bars?
You. I can
Let's-
get something to
Let's
tell
hear
you
it.
right
Do
now.
it. Let's do it.
Okay, okay.
Drop that beat.
Don't drop no beat. I don't need a beat.
Okay. Excuse me. Acapella.
Yeah. Tiptoe, tread lightly. You ask, gonna have to fight me, come correct. Or I'm gonna be calling collect. The one thing I do not play by is my motherfucking respect. And for this fuck, I mean direct. It ain't for me if it ain't direct.
Hey.
Hey.
I don't know what you said. That sounded hard.
It's a lot.
Do you understand what
Any of that?
It's okay.
Listen
That
a
right
little
there is gonna
faster.
be out on
Okay.
March 11th.
One more time.
Hey,
One more
I'll say it
time.
slow.
Yeah, say it slower.
Tiptoe, tread lightly. Your ass gonna have to fight me. Come correct, or I'm gonna be calling collect. Cause the one thing I do not play by is my motherfucking respect. I'm hard as fuck. Ooh, I'm hard as fuck. I mean direct. It ain't for me if it ain't direct.
Yeah, you heard that.
He heard
We
that.
heard
He heard that.
Please. Nuh-uh.
There's only one.
Please. Nobody want to be there.
Can I continue on her bar real quick?
Nope.
I wish I had
Just
another
I
hand
bet.
so I can give that 3 thumbs down.
Nobody wanna
Holy.
be there.
What?
Okay.
He was a hater.
Okay.
Big
Boring
hater.
one,
Haters to
boring
see
one.
though.
Hey, man. It is what it
Think
is.
it's
All right.
weak as fuck.
What's your highest education?
Some college.
Some college. All right.
Cool.
So high school. And then what's your status?
Single.
Stay in school.
What about you? What's your name?
Don't
Me?
listen to them.
Yeah,
Yes,
you.
finally.
Yeah, it's your
you.
turn. Yeah.
Okay, so before I start and introduce myself, everybody judges me because of my age, because of my story, how I move on social media, how I present myself as a woman. I'm not about to get emotional. You want me to talk my shit? I'm gonna talk my shit, real shit.
He's asked you to
If you
introduce
want me
yourself.
to-
You need to talk
That's
shit.
it.
Just say hi.
Start
Hi.
with
Yes, my
what your
name.
name is
My
so
name. I
that
got
we know
you.
who's talking.
I got you, yeah.
All right. What's your name?
Okay, so my name is Pri. That's my
Okay.
nickname.
How old are you?
I'm 21,
Where are you from?
Newark, New Jersey.
What town in New Jersey exactly, if you want to say?
Newark.
Oh, Newark. Okay, I thought you said North New Jersey. Okay.
That is North New Jersey, but Newark, yes.
Okay. And then what do you do for work?
Can you kind of just name something and I'll tell you yes or no because I do
What the
everything.
fuck?
Bruh.
Fans.
Oh my god.
You do all that.
Yeah, she
It's
does.
just go
Yeah,
wild
but-
back tonight.
My mother always said, when you don't know what they do, you know what they do.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
Exactly.
Bars. You should be a rapper.
You such a
Yeah.
damn
I am.
tiger.
Only the real ones know. What
I
you're-
started
how
off
you're
when you asked
moving.
me what I do. I
Feel
said
me?
artist.
Like the people that don't know me
You gotta
personally.
spit too.
All
Go
right.
ahead, ask
Can
me
you
questions.
tell us maybe 2 of the things you do?
Okay, so
The top 2 things you
can
spend the most
can
time
you,
on?
Can you continue asking me the questions about my education and then I can explain after that? Like I'm gonna go.
Okay.
No,
Bro,
I'm
this-
going.
What's your last level of completed education?
I'm an undergrad. I went to a Catholic school in Caldwell University. Y'all can laugh. It's okay. I've been laughed at my whole life, 20 years of my life. Now at 21. I meant it when I said it's priest turn. It's good. Men are insecure. Men don't understand their emotions. I don't mean in no disrespectful way, okay? I'm telling you based on what I educated myself on growing up. I wasn't a little white girl. I'm Latina. I represent where I come from.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
I'm just asking a very straightforward question.
And I'm
What do
being
you-
straightforward. I'm
What
trying
do
to
you,
get
what
to
do
the
you
point.
do as a profession to earn
I
money?
do everything.
Okay,
I do
can you give
everything.
us the thing that you spend
Okay,
the
I'm
most
gonna
of your
teach you.
time doing?
Okay, so I went to college for business management, right?
Okay.
And because I went to college for business management, since I was 12 years old, I've been hustling, cleaning houses. Whatever it was, my mom was cleaning houses on her knees as an immigrant. That's what she came to this country doing. We came from Uruguay. So, okay, I'll name something else. What else?
Okay, so you do cleaning. What else do you do?
Okay.
Okay. At 15 years old, I was a babysitter.
Okay, what do you do now that you're 21?
21, I'm a
Bruh.
basically I learned how to do every single job. I managed my father at 20 years old, taking the college level education that I learned as an undergrad, and I'm still in school. I took
So you're a full-time student?
Yes.
Okay, why didn't you just say you're a full-time student?
Okay, I apologize.
You don't have to have a
bad.
profession.
You
You can be a
15,
full-time student.
like-
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm still learning, I listen.
Okay, so you're a full-time
mic.
student.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're pursuing your undergrad right now in what?
Business management. My minor is general psych as well as fashion. I create my own clothing brand. I created this scarf.
Okay,
My
so
clothes is I design it, I style it.
all right, business management. And what is your relationship status?
Single. I'm recently out of a relationship.
I
3
see
months.
why.
Okay.
3 months. God damn.
You tripping.
You got some.
Y'all need
You're
to
on your back
stop.
now.
Y'all need to stop.
Oh,
Everybody
shit.
be
Like, for real.
respectful, remember?
All right,
And she just called us all insecure 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, y'all don't say nothing. Y'all don't say shit what she said.
So
But
there's
I
a,
can tell like who's insecure.
there's a difference between
And
like a
who's
teaching
not, so
moment and
stop.
judgment. You know what I mean? A
Like
teaching moment.
I
versus-
agree.
judge.
I agree.
I mean, we
How
asked
do
a
you teach without
very
that?
straightforward question.
And she also hold on. She
No,
said
I
like,
agree.
I've done the
Like,
education.
That's because
only
he
I
was
know
already
me.
poking her. That's why she's called almond insecure, because he was poking her.
Okay,
already.
Who's poking her?
Let's not do low hanging fruit.
Me?
Yes,
Yo, they just
No.
giving y'all rope to hang yourselves, and y'all just throwing it out there. Y'all get mad at them when they hanging y'all because y'all taking the rope and doing it to yourselves.
Who is
Like,
y'all?
just answer the
It's
question.
only been- it's
I'm
only
just saying
been one
whoever gets
person
offended,
that
like you shouldn't
You know
get
what's
offended. He
crazy?
asking
No
straightforward questions. Just
We still
answer.
on the introduction.
She didn't even get to introduce herself yet. We're interrupting.
Just answer the question.
And just so you know, right?
Did we get her name?
I was not laughing at you. It's more the idea, okay?
know.
Because the idea, I didn't know what you were saying.
I understand.
But at the same time, you should be a comedian.
But you gotta have
I
a.
know I am funny. I'm funny as shit. My boys love laughing with me. They could tell you. My boy Jake,
With her
JT,
ass.
Who is your
my
boy?
boys from
Shout out
North.
Jake, man.
Jake, man.
Jake, the
That's
CEO.
why I thought you said you had a
CEO,
son. 'Cause you
Jake,
kept
that's
saying
my
my
boy.
boy.
He got on our show.
That's my boy.
Jake.
That's my boy.
No, I know her for real, for real.
I know those are my boys. They brought me
Jake
out
from
here.
Jake, right? Jake.
From State Farm.
Yes.
That's my boy.
Bro.
State Farm. State Farm.
Sneeko, you are literally bad luck, bro.
Y'all
What the
niggas
fuck,
is
man?
demons, yo.
This is quite a panel, man.
Yo, all right.
Hey, told you to go, man.
All right, and then business management, single. How long you been single for? You said 3 months.
Yeah, since December, I broke up with him because he's a cheating piece of shit.
Okay, fantastic. You know what? Since we're on this topic, name one thing he did wrong in the relationship, and one thing you did wrong in the
Of course.
relationship.
That's what I'm trying to do. It's not just a teaching moment. I'm not just calling.
No.
Please
That's
answer.
not what he said.
I'm
I'm
asking-
answering the question. Okay.
Okay,
Go ask me.
name
again.
one thing he did wrong in the relationship, which you just said that he cheated, and now one thing you did wrong in the relationship that led to the demise of the relationship.
He cheated when I was nothing but loyal.
Okay.
In the beginning relationship of the talking stage, when he didn't ask me to be his girlfriend, where nothing was officialized, I realized this is some gangster shit, all right? I'm just talking my shit. My brothers, I grew up with nothing but boys in my life, so I know how y'all think, okay? I'm not just a woman. I think like a man. So
I think you covered this, that he cheated on you. What did you do wrong?
I'm telling you I did wrong. Can I finish speaking?
I mean, we
I'm
want
being
to be
respectful.
concise here.
Of course, I'm being clear and concise and efficient and managing
not
my
being
time.
efficient.
They just want you to
Okay.
get to the
Sufficient.
point.
I'm
That's
trying
what they're
to-
asking. Get to the point.
I'm trying and it keeps cutting me off. Do you realize how I'm being quiet and I'm letting
No, you're
It doesn't matter if you're
talking
being
a lot.
quiet.
Yeah,
You're
they're
talking a
not
lot,
saying
but
things.
not getting to your point once.
Land the plane.
Whose man is this?
Okay. I basically found out that he fucked another girl.
No, what did
But
you
what did
do
you do
wrong?
I'm
you
telling you
do?
I do wrong.
Okay. So when you found
I
out he
was-
fucked another girl.
I was told that he fucked another girl and I wasn't his girl yet. So
So you
I
went and
fucked-
cheated back?
I didn't cheat. I wasn't his girl. He never
What
asked
did
me
you
out.
do wrong?
Okay, so you saying
That's
this
what I
is
said.
before
So you
y'all were in
fucked
a
another
relationship?
I did
guy while
revenge
y'all were
sex,
in the
revenge
talking
sex.
stage.
Okay.
Okay.
There we are.
You
There we
fucked
go.
around while
Okay,
y'all was in the
there we
talking
go.
stage.
Thank God.
He
We
never
there.
clarified nothing. He literally told me.
So
he
then
didn't-
how did he cheat if he wasn't your man?
No.
No, he cheated later after they got past
Yeah.
her cheating.
And so
Because
you
in the
cheated
talking
back.
stage.
her cheating was in the talking stage. His cheating was after they
In
were
the
like
relationship
together.
stage.
Okay.
That's right.
I just think
Okay.
they both had
So
probably
you
bad
weren't in the
communication
relationship,
skills.
so
Okay.
that's not
Yeah,
something
yeah,
you did.
yeah,
We can see all
yeah.
that.
You just trying to tell somebody's story again, New York.
Does that make sense or no?
Yeah, I understand. I'm a listener. I like to learn from people first before I speak. I listen before I think.
Okay.
I think before
You
I
listen
speak.
before.
My bad. I
What's
think
your name?
Priscilla. They go by Bree.
You talking to me? Did you get to introduce yourself? Bob?
No, they keep cutting me off.
No. You.
No,
know.
you know you now. We haven't even got. We know you very well.
That's Bree.
Let's be fair.
Scylla.
Yeah, I need to see my
Yeah,
spell.
we don't know backstory.
Yeah, but let her
Oh my
introduce
God.
herself.
Cool.
You know.
All right, what
You
about
see how
you? Your
much you
turn.
said.
Your turn.
Oh.
What's your name?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Y'all
okay,
can hear
go
me?
ahead.
All right. I'm Deja.
Hey y'all.
So
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay.
I just turned 21 March 2nd.
Where are you from?
Hey.
Miami.
Okay. What's your work?
Right now, I just came from working in the airport, getting ready to go back. I'm trying to be a flight attendant. So right now I'm in Bal Harbor in the condominiums doing basically like hospitality, you could say.
All right.
Okay.
So I'll just put hospitality in airport, and then you're gonna go back to the airport. You said you worked for them before.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
at MIA for 2 years.
Okay. And then what's your highest education level completed?
Some college. I'm actually going back to school to be a full specialist, which is a nail tech and skin therapy.
Okay. So high school is the highest completed, and then what's your relationship status?
I am in a relationship. Been in a relationship for 3 years.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. All
Right.
right.
And Sneeko, last but not least,
Some dude.
take us away, man. Some dude on it. They kept this canceled.
Go ahead.
Some dude.
Yeah, I like to listen before I speak and think before I talk. and I'm educating, and they talked about my past and they hate on me, but social media doesn't define who I am because I have a lot of jobs and I was a babysitter.
Yo,
Come on, man.
Why
Like,
you
you
like
had to
this?
But rumble.com/Sneeko, you know, yeah, Sneeko. What's up, everybody? Hey, welcome back. Cool. I have a question that I think would be great for this panel.
Sure,
Okay,
go
let's
ahead.
do it.
Okay.
We're gonna start here and then work our way this way.
All right.
Take it away.
So if you look at the statistics of dating apps, and you're on dating apps, we're on dating apps, Instagram's a dating app. The men and women who are swiped the least on Tinder are Asian men and Black women. And we have a lot of Black women on this panel. I'm curious as to why you think that Black women are the least desirable demographic for women. I think I understand why Asian men are. Maybe you could ask me afterwards, but I want your opinion on why you think that is. Why are Black women the least swiped demographic for women on dating apps?
Are you Asian?
First of
Yeah,
all,
half Asian.
question.
Okay. I was just about to ask you that
And he's
too.
black too.
You Asian?
I hope
Are you
it counts.
actually Asian and black?
Right.
Yeah, why are you thinking about that already?
Because you the one brought up
'Cause
the
you should
topic
be.
about why Asian
Why
men are least
Asian
swiped
men are
on.
least
I
swiped.
can
You
tell
did
you
that.
one.
You did that.
Trust me, you'll get your take on it. We'll start here and then work our way this way. Go ahead. Why do you think Black women are the least swiped right on dating apps, and why do you think on the other side Asian men are the least swiped right on dating apps? Right, that's the question, Sneeko.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, we can speak for Black women. They could ask me afterwards because I can speak for Asian men.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
All right, then. So why are Black
Yeah.
women in your opinion?
So
Go ahead.
yeah, basically I can only, like you said, speak for Black women. In my opinion, I would just say it's always a stigma that Black women are loud, rowdy, just unnecessary like negativity. It's like always a double standard. It's like, oh, as a woman I can't do this, but a man can do it. So it's just like, it's basically that, like a lot of the stigmas. So it's like it just depends on the person. I feel like it doesn't necessarily depend on your skin color. I feel like that's like an ignorant way of thinking. If you feel like, oh, I'm gonna just off first impression just be like, oh yeah, I don't like you because you're Black, or I feel like because you're Black, I'm gonna assume you're like this.
Why do you think that stigma exists?
Social media. I feel like social media is the main factor. A lot of these people growing up in the younger generations, they don't know how to separate reality from fantasy. That's the main issue. Like you see these rappers on TV, you automatically assume all the chains, all the jewelry, they balling. Like, and it's not even like that, man. These people be having starter packs, the get rich starter packs. That's really
Well, it's not rappers, it's Black women specifically.
Yeah, I'm
Black
just-
men don't have a problem really on dating apps.
It's an example.
Yeah, it was just an example. That's
Okay, but
that-
why Black women specifically?
I can't wait till y'all get to me.
What's the negative stigma around Black women?
like I just said, loud and rowdy.
And do you think that stigma is justified or completely faltered on social media?
I feel like it just depends on the person. You can't just classify a whole group of people into one. You can't speak for all Black women. Not all Black women are loud, rowdy. Not all Black women are ghetto. So it just depends on. It's some very highly successful and like intelligent Black women out here. So I feel like it all depends on the group of people you hang around. So if you're that Black woman that hangs around people that ain't shit, you gonna grow up feeling like you don't want shit, you won't be shit. So I just feel like it all depends on the group of people you hang around, not necessarily like your skin tone. Yeah, that sometimes plays a part in it, but majority of it is like your personality and your intellect.
Okay. What about you?
I mean, she can't speak for Black women, can she?
But what? I'm curious about her opinion.
I
want to hear her opinion.
Don't worry, no one at the panel is gonna attack you. Why do you think they get swiped on the least on dating apps?
I can't speak for Black women. I'm going off what she said. I'm a Latina woman. I'm Uruguayan. I grew up in Newark, New Jersey, around culture, and I kind of knew culture. Jersey's kind of similar to Miami, the culture. So where I recognize is like being on a dating app as well. I didn't swipe or say no to based on where your culture, your ethnic background, or where you came from. I'm very open-minded. I went on dates with Asian men. I went on dates with Black men. I'm telling you the question, okay? I'm
we
getting to the
told you
point.
the question. That's not the answer to the question.
You asked can I tell you? Can I repeat it? Can I talk now?
Repeat it.
Do you know what the question is?
Yes, can I repeat it?
Yes.
Okay. You asked why are Asian men swiped on dating apps?
No, we're talking about
and
the
why?
Black women.
That's not the question.
And Black women. And why are Black women? I'm getting to the point.
Why are Black women swiped on the least? We'll get to Asian men. Yeah.
Okay. As I said, that's why I said I can't speak for Black women. I can't speak for Asian men. I can speak for
What?
Latinas.
Are you an Asian man?
I just said I'm not.
So how can you speak for Asian men but not Black
I
women?
just said I can't speak for both.
This is crazy.
Can you let her make her point?
This
Can I
can't be
finish
real. This
talking?
can't be real right now. This is a joke, right?
Can I finish talking, please?
I'm not sure what your point is or where this is going.
I can't speak for you. I can speak for myself as a Latina woman and how I'm similar to her.
You said that, yeah.
Okay, can I finish?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So
We Latina women are seen as loud, obnoxious, ghetto. Where I
Bruh.
come from in the hood, Newark. I grew up around dangerous people. I can be ghetto. I could be loud. I could be fun. I could be obnoxious, but I could be classy and educated
what
as
does
well.
this have to do with women being swiped on Tinder? Like, this has nothing to do with the
Remind me of your
conversation.
question, Myron.
You're
The
just
black
answering
women,
questions
ma'am.
nobody asks.
The blacks and
Thank
brown.
you. Thank you.
Yeah,
crying
it's not.
over
It's not
that.
about you. Like, why do you think black women are the least swiped
Your
demographic?
personal
on
She
Tinder?
does
opinions
not
have
know. She
nothing
does
to
not
do with
think
the
about that.
conversation.
You know, you can say pass.
Period.
It's okay.
You can say
just
pass.
say
Pretty
pass.
much
You
it.
can,
Like,
you
you
can't
can't
really.
really. I feel
You
like
can't make her think about this. It's not her
Exactly.
struggle.
Yeah.
Well, here's the
exactly.
thing, hold on,
She
ladies,
that
ladies,
would
ladies.
be
You don't have to
forcing her to-
experience a struggle to understand a struggle. So
She
There's
won't.
no- you-
she won't understand it.
It's not that hard to
Can I
you
tell
can
you why?
absolutely understand it because here's the thing.
No,
you
you
can,
cannot.
Everybody can't understand everything.
That's not what
No,
anybody
if
said.
you don't look like
Yes,
a
you
certain
can.
demographic, sometimes it's a little bit harder. That's just
To
like
understand,
biracial
just like-
couples. If you're dating outside your race, you're gonna feel like, okay, this person's not gonna always relate to me. Why? Because they don't look like me. They don't have the same struggles as me. So it's just like
not
But
relatability.
relate and
Yes, it is.
understand, I think, is two different
balance.
contexts.
exactly. So
It's
she may
balance.
understand.
Everybody
Me not
can't
being able to
understand
relate
everything.
to
Can we
being
just leave it at
me
that?
not being able to relate to being white. No, I can't relate to being Caucasian,
Exactly.
but I can understand what it might
Exactly.
be like in a day of a
That's fair.
Caucasian
yes,
woman.
and that's what I'm trying to say. You can
Yeah.
understand someone without necessarily
Exactly.
being in their shoes. Okay.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's
That
called
doesn't mean she
sympathy.
understands.
But either way, my point is that can you please answer the question? The question is this, very simple. Why do you think African American women are swiped right the least, which means they're liked the least on dating apps? If you don't know, that's fine. We can move
I
on.
do know. So
Okay,
can I
go
tell
ahead.
you?
Please tell us in a
I
concise answer.
I was born in Newark.
Why?
Stop bobbling her mind.
Gosh, Nico.
There's never a point where I question my mind. So let me speak, listen, is how
Okay.
I can educate you, how I listen to them.
Yeah, be quiet.
Okay, answer the question. Just answer the question.
I'm waiting, man.
Just answer the question.
Let her speak.
Yeah, let her speak. Nico.
Everyone, let her speak.
Gosh, Nico.
Go ahead.
I dated a black man. His mom.
Oh
told me-
my gosh. No.
You're once
That's
again
still
bringing
not
in
it.
personal
You're taking it back
experience.
to yourself.
I tell you why I understand.
That's not what we
I think
asked.
she was gonna, hold on, I think she was gonna go somewhere with that. You dated a black man and then what? Go ahead. I think I know.
We're
she's gonna
not
go.
talking about black
Stop
men.
I know
interrupting,
we're
ladies.
not. I know
Stop
we're not.
interrupting. Go ahead, finish your
Okay,
point.
what did he
You
say?
dated a black man and then what?
I understand. I dated a black man. Me as a Latina woman,
Yes.
I understand his struggle because I experienced discrimination as a Latina woman.
Talking
and
to the mic.
He experienced discrimination as a black man, and I experienced discrimination as a Latina woman. I don't have to explain myself fully. I'll get to the point like y'all want.
Yeah, we're gonna move on.
Can we next?
We're gonna move
Yeah,
on.
I can't.
Yo,
We got to
Why do you think
Right, go ahead.
black women are the least right swiped demographic on dating apps?
Because people are ignorant.
Not you.
Okay.
No,
We
So
moved on.
me? Are we talking
Oh,
to
is
me?
that
Yeah,
how
fucking
you
you
really
know.
feel?
Oh,
Yeah,
hey.
that's how I feel.
You should have just said that.
That's what I was trying to say, but nobody's letting me talk.
it's just
You-
one second.
Just
Oh,
say
we
you're
moved
ignorant.
on.
You're a little child.
We moved
Yo,
on.
you know in school, right? When the guy's like, "Yeah, I know black people. I know the struggle. I know I have a
Because
black
people are
friend."
ignorant.
And I'm like, "What the fuck? I have a black friend. What does that mean?" Sorry, that was funny.
All right, so it's our turn now.
Damn. I got me crying.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Whew. I completely agree with what you said with the stigma, because you know that angry black woman that nobody wants to deal with. And I honestly think that it can come from anywhere, because I've met certain black women that are like, damn, you're kind of loud and mad. And then I've met certain black women that are like, oh, you're cool as hell. So I do agree with what you said. You can't generalize. There's no way
Exactly.
to.
That's what I'm trying to
Okay,
say.
what are the particular characteristics you think that get them to get swiped right the least?
Loud. Mind the quotations.
Okay, loud. What else?
Loud,
Okay,
angry,
Okay,
stubborn.
okay.
What's another one I've heard?
ratchet
Ratchet.
Masculine.
in quotes.
Masculine.
Come on, guys, let her answer, man.
Masculine,
Right.
definitely.
What the fuck? Y'all just gonna say some shit
All
so
right.
she can agree.
Okay, fair enough. What about you? Why do you think black women are the least desired race on dating apps?
From history, we spent a lot of time fighting for black men, which made us masculine.
Mm-hmm.
And so now it's coming because of social media, it's becoming public, but the roles are not exchanged. So therefore, we're standing alone. And so black men are not standing in the paint like we stood in the paint for them. So now we look solo, we look alone, and we look masculine. And don't nobody want to deal with that because don't no man want to be with a man. Well, some men, I stand corrected. Some men do want to be with men. But however, if a man is heterosexual, he wants to be with a woman.
Right.
And most of us are not. We don't stand in that energy. We're
Do you
not
see-
feminine.
Do you see how you disagree with her? She was saying that it was all fabricated on social media.
No, it's not
You're
fabricated.
saying that black women are masculine.
No, yeah, it's breeding. It's epigenetics. Epigenetics.
Okay,
It's-
but you
it's
understand the
because we
disagreement.
were-
You're nodding, but you guys disagree. You're
No.
saying that it's all social media. You're saying black women are inherently masculine.
It's epigenetics.
Okay.
We were born in an environment where we had to fight, not only for ourselves, but we had to fight for our men. Because at one point, they were being attacked.
Discriminated.
They were being attacked.
Demasculated.
Did someone just say?
All right, can we let her finish her point before you guys?
Right.
Okay, so you're saying that.
Yeah, and so we had the ability to fight for them because we were women. And people respected women. And now that the roles have changed,
When?
years ago, generations ago, none of us was born when this started.
Okay.
So now that
let me make sure I boil this down to a concise point that people can
Yeah.
understand. Tell me if I'm summarizing this correctly.
Please.
What you're saying is that women are masculine now as a
Yeah.
byproduct of fighting alongside their men during the civil rights era.
epigenetics.
Did what I say? Did what I
Yes,
say? Is
yes,
that
yes,
correct?
yes,
Okay.
correct. But
So
I'm
that's what
giving
you're
you the
saying.
actual.
Okay, so but that's what it is. Basically, fighting alongside black men during the civil rights era is what masculinized women that are African American.
Correct.
And
Correct.
you think that is the reason why that men don't swipe right on them because they're masculine.
That's not
from
the
fighting for
reason.
black men.
No, what did it started that way, right? So we started raising kids, little girls, to be stronger. And we
Okay.
wasn't raising them in that feminine
Remember,
energy.
he asked you what makes
Yes,
guys not swipe right.
I'm being that's what I'm saying.
You're saying they're
So, yes.
masculine, and
She's
then
just
you're
breaking
giving a
down
reason
why.
that they're masculine because of fighting alongside men during the civil rights era. Correct.
Not just during civil
Okay.
rights era. Not
It's
just
been
during
generations.
Way before civil
Can
rights
you wait
era.
until we get to you?
Okay.
She's speaking, right? It's her turn.
It is, but you said civil rights. She didn't said nothing about civil rights era.
You're summarizing it
It's way before civil rights
for
era.
for the audience,
Look,
basically.
whether you want to go all the way back to slavery or whatever, regardless, it's fighting
Right.
for freedom.
Exactly.
That's what it is. I'm using the civil rights era because that was the last big event, I would say.
Freedom.
Right. So
It's a big event.
I
right
wouldn't
now.
say we were fighting for freedom. We were just fighting for the
Civil
head of our
rights.
household, right? Because at the end of the
I'm
day,
talking about black people in general in that sense when I'm talking about
Okay.
civil rights.
Okay, yeah, then that's fine.
Okay. Anything else you want to add to that?
No. So that's pretty much how it happened. Oh, and then wait. So are we only talking about African American women, or
Yes.
because we also brought up Asians?
No,
Men.
Asian men.
he's gonna cover that.
Only you?
Yeah, we can talk about that after.
He's the only Asian
All right,
man.
let's get through this first
It's
part
not that hard to
first.
diagnose. Like, it's just quickly like, why do you think it's the lowest amount? I can sum
Right.
it up in 3 seconds. Like, Asian men are emasculated in the West, and women want men who are masculine.
And
So they're not
okay.
gonna, and so you could say the same thing. Like, I could instead
Yeah.
of bringing up like epigenetics and all this stuff, you could say black women are masculine, men want
Yeah.
feminine women. We are not that.
Right.
That simple. But
Yeah,
you know,
she
you
gave
just-
the whole reasoning behind it, but I had to bring it back full circle. So why? Okay.
Right, okay.
What about you?
I think it just boils down to the men who are on these dating apps
Hello.
have just had a bad experience at one point in their life with a particular black woman. Unfortunately, that one bad experience has made him feel like all black women are this way. But as you know, I mean, anybody in this, I don't know if you guys have dated outside your race or anything like that, but all black women aren't the same. I lived in Miami a very long time, and I watch even the clubs treat the certain black women the same way. And it's either brown skin or light skin. And that's a whole nother conversation. But when you're red bone and you live in Miami and you're not treated the same way as if a dark skinned black woman, you know what I'm saying? So on these apps, you don't know if she's loud. You don't know if she's ghetto. You don't know if she's uneducated. You don't know any of these things. You just going off of the experience you had prior to that. And so that's why you're swiping. And I know I'm not an Asian man, but if I had to just go off of if I was on a dating app and saw an Asian man, I don't know whether he got a big dick or not. So a lot of women are probably swiping because they go off of the stigma.
Yeah.
Just like the bad black woman,
Shrimp
the
dick.
stigma about an Asian man is that he ain't packing. Now, I'm not saying that's not true because I fucked Asian men with big dicks. So that's not true. But You swiping because you're like, I don't know. The same way you're swiping right on the black woman. You're like, I don't know, and I don't want to take the risk.
Do you think you're masculine?
Very well put.
I think that I'm an aggressive alpha female, but I'm very feminine when it counts, and that means within my relationship. Like, I'm with a man who allows me to be in my femininity. So I don't have to take charge. I don't have to lead. I don't have to make certain decisions. Where in the work world or in the corporate world or in the entertainment business, I have to put on I wouldn't call it manly because there's nothing manly
Aggressive and
about me.
alpha?
I would call it assertive.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a masculine trait. These are all masculine traits.
Aggressive, alpha. That's pretty much what a masculine man
So
is.
which one would
Yeah,
you
but
want
when you're in the work world, in the corporate world, yes, I do understand a woman having to stand for herself because men will walk all over you. But when it comes to the bedroom, when it comes to you being in a relationship, no, I don't think that you should be masculine. You should definitely be as much feminine as possible. But that pertains on the woman.
Would you date a man who's feminine presenting in the workplace, but then in bed he's dominant? So if I was dating you and I'm always feminine and I'm wearing high heels and I'm outside in public being girly and stuff like that, and then I come home to you and I'm masculine, would you still respect me?
No, but that's not the same example because that would mean hold on, give me a second. that would mean that I'm dressing like a dude and thinking I have a dick or thinking that I think like a man or I know what a man
You're
thinks.
thinking like a man.
No, you're saying that. I don't think I think like a man at all. I'm just telling you my thought process of why someone would swipe right on a black female, and it's because only thing I could think of is his past experience. He's then going off of his past experience. Why else would you swipe right?
Okay, instead of this, so you're in the workplace, you're assertive, you're alpha, you have to navigate around men, you're having to embrace a lot of masculine qualities. I'm asking, would you be with a man who you come home to, you say, honey, I'm home, and your husband is wearing an apron and he's baking muffins and then he kisses you on the cheek?
What's wrong with that?
And would you be attracted to that?
Absolutely. There's no gender roles in my household.
Stop the cap.
What do you mean? Is he wearing an apron and there's a hard dick underneath it
There's
for me to
clearly
suck?
gender roles. Hold on, stop. Hold on. There's clearly gender roles if you submit to your man, like you just said a second ago.
When I say there's no gender roles, I mean in the pretense of we're not debating like, oh, this is a woman's job to wash dishes. This is a woman's job to put on an apron and cook dinner. If he wants to wear the apron because he's trying to be, I don't know, freaky and want me to suck the dick under it, I'm cool with that.
But does he do that though? Realistically speaking, probably not.
I mean, not in a no.
You're talking about role play. I'm saying that is his life.
That's who he is.
No, I wouldn't be okay
because that's
with
how
that.
you are. You're masculine presenting in your life.
Yes, because I'm the head of the board at a lot of places. I'm running my business. I'm the one who's making all the hard decisions. I'm paying the bills. I'm paying employees. So
there's a man.
Why is me being the boss have to equate with being the man?
Why can't it just be
why is me making financial decisions or making, I don't know, life-changing or business decisions equate to me being a man?
Yes, because to run a business efficiently as a boss, you have to have masculine traits. It's funny how you said I'm alpha, I'm dominant, I'm assertive, etc., aggressive. These are all masculine traits, whether you want to accept it or not.
Right. But also,
so that makes you masculine.
But yes, okay, I'm going to accept that because yes, that is what it is. But you have to agree also as a woman, you have to play the part of there's moments where you're aggressive, but I work with men where you can't be that girl. They got to be attracted to you. If you understand how the world works, pretty privileged.
Yeah.
Men are nice. Men are nice to women that they are attracted to, that don't take things too serious, that understand like, don't flirt and get out of hand and make me feel weird, but I can flirt with you without you thinking that I'm trying to fuck you. You understand what I mean? There's a soft balance between that. And I'm just saying there's a balance. And when you become a woman in the workplace, you learn how to balance those things. So there is going to be some sort of masculinity, but I think that certain women have to learn how to balance it because, I'm just saying.
My point is that men are taught to accept that. Except women who are balanced, who are masculine all the time and feminine sometimes, but you still want a man who's always masculine. You're not going to want a guy who's balanced, masculine and feminine, who half the time is wearing an apron, who's kissing you.
You're absolutely right, but my man never gets the work meat. Once I step through that door, once I answer his phone call, whether I'm at work, he doesn't get.
How do you turn it off?
It's balance. He doesn't want to date a man. He want to date a soft woman. He wants to come home to someone who isn't combative, someone who listens, someone who's coachable. That's what he wants. He wants a soft ass at the end of the night. He doesn't want the woman who's telling him do this and do that. I'm not his mother. I'm his woman.
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
Very
See, that
well
sounds good on
put.
paper, but so does communism. It typically doesn't work that way. When you're an aggressive woman and you're masculine and you're dominant, it's very, very difficult to turn that off.
It is.
To
It's
put
very
that
rare.
face on everyone, listen, I'll take the accountability that at one point in my life, in some of my relationships, if you were to sit down with my exes, yes, that would probably be a trait that they would say, damn, you got to turn that shit down. I'm not trying to date a dude.
Okay.
But there's something called growth. I'm not 21, 22, no disrespect to you ladies, but I've lived a little. So I'm in a space in my life where I know how to keep a man.
Okay.
All right. What about you? Going back to the original thing,
why do you think
black women get swiped on left?
So I just want to say I appreciate the statistic because it's true, it's facts. And I've talked to men before that they're like, I intentionally do not swipe on black women, either because one, it's not their quote unquote taste, or it's just like they just blatantly are like, I'm not into that, so I'm swiping left.
Mhm.
And so I've heard at least 3 guys say that.
All right. Why do you think that is?
I mean, people say personal preference, but at the end of the day, if you're not open-minded enough to like, that could be your soulmate. I hate to say, I don't think I'll ever find my soulmate on a dating app, but like some people just automatically, it's a no. They don't even give it a chance. So like, I agree with what most people have
You're
said
kind of
so
avoiding
far.
the question though.
Yeah,
You're
she is.
blaming the people. You're
It's-
blaming the people who are not swiping instead of addressing why do you think they're not swiping to begin with.
Well, prejudice, judgment. One thing I'd like to bring to the table, I don't care what anybody says, but basically, if there's like generational trauma, imagine like what's generational to the people that were causing that trauma. I feel like honestly, there's some people in their lineage, there's just racism. You're gonna be an ignorant ass person that's in your family line. That's how you guys lived, and that's how you guys were successful. It carries on. So some people, they just are trained that way.
So it's
just
racism.
Yep.
If I'm telling you somebody doesn't swipe right on someone solely because of how they look and it's because they're brown, that's discrimination. And the fact that I told you that there's people that have told me that they don't swipe on black women because they're black, that's that. Like they said what they said.
It's self-explanatory.
Is it discrimination when you don't want to date a guy that's 5'6"?
Well, exactly.
Yes,
yeah, you have to
it's
give everybody a
the-
chance.
Wait, hold on. But is it discrimination when you date a
it's
short
like
guy?
there's
when you
people
don't
that
date a
will
short guy?
say like you could talk to them for days. Oh my god, I love them. They're so nice. And then you realize how tall they are. Some people will leave that. They'll block you. They'll go the next way because they don't want that.
So you're a hiatus.
I'm saying some people. I don't give a fuck. Give short kings a chance. Like if you make me at the end of the day, if you make me feel like I should,
Short
if you're my
nigga with my dick
companion,
tall.
This is fantastic.
I mean, I'm 5'4", so 5'6" is fine as long as you're taller
Stop
than me
the
and
cap.
like whatever. That's okay.
It's funny that people don't use that word hiatus though. Fresh has that word hiatus. They don't blame you for that. They say that's a preference. You prefer taller men and we accept it. But if you flip it on race, which is something that you're born with, just like your height,
Nobody accepts the height thing. Everybody says
everybody
something
says
about
that word.
height.
Everybody
Yeah.
has to.
What?
Well, there's a lot of things about like a woman
85%
wants
of
to wear
women want a
heels.
man who's 6 feet tall or above.
And you always
But
see
how
in
many of them are
Miles,
with that?
a lot
They
of
still
girls,
want it though.
They're not gonna get it.
You put men 6 feet and above.
Good question. I mean, good point. But most women are delusional of their own personal value.
So that's what I'm trying to say is that a lot of people are missing out on a lot of good because of what they saw. So they're just dismissing it because they don't even want to give it a chance.
My point is, I just find it interesting how you're reluctant to call not dating a short guy. You're reluctant to call that discrimination, but you quickly went ahead and said if a guy doesn't want to date a black girl, that's discrimination.
I never said that.
It's all
I agree. I
discrimination.
agree. Exactly. It's discrimination. If
It's all
somebody says, I just
discrimination.
said that. If somebody, you find out their height, you're talking to them, you actually like them, and then you find out your height and you diss them, you're like on to the next. That's discrimination.
So you don't agree there's a small line between discrimination and preference?
I'm not saying that, but I was just trying to. She didn't. What I'm trying to say, display here is that she didn't have that same energy for height, but she was quick to say, if you don't want to date a black girl, that's discrimination. But then I
Nah.
said, what about all the girls that don't date short guys?
I was just ready with my answer.
Is that discrimination too?
Because I don't think there's a history of us people getting whooped because of their
They
height.
were short.
Exactly.
Because they were short. You know what I mean? People
even
were
discriminated
abused and didn't get the same equality because of their race, not because of their height. It's just the history of it.
Yeah, people like to
Not
make
to
short
say-
jokes all the time. Sorry to cut you off, by the way.
I don't think it's the same. I don't think somebody deciding not to date someone because of their preference, whether it's like I like fit guys, I like girls with big butts, I like girls with titties, I like girls whatever. That those are preferences. And in some sort of nature, yes, it is a slight of discrimination. But we live in a world where there's a big word called racism. And racism, I think, overpowers the discrimination part, which is like, yo,
You
don't
shouldn't put it on men to go and solve racism on dating apps.
Might I add that black
he's
women come in
entitled.
all
Hold
different
on.
shades.
Men are entitled to their preference. I don't think
Even
there's
your
nothing
shade.
wrong with a man saying, yo, I like a lighter skinned woman. That's just what
There's
I
nothing
like.
wrong.
But I think he also has to still have the mind frame of saying, but if I ran into a darker skinned woman, which I haven't found one yet that I'm attracted to, but if I do, I would give it a shot.
You're just saying it in flowery language. Can a guy say, I don't date black women?
Yeah.
I'm telling you that
it sounds real racist to me.
But if a girl says I want a short, I don't
You
date
said
short
the
guys.
same thing.
Nobody says
What she said.
That's
you,
the thing.
Hold on. You just explained it in flowery language to not make you feel bad. I don't like lighter skin, sometimes brown skin. That's the same
You
thing.
can say black woman,
What I just said in
that's
4
a wide
words,
range of women.
What I just said in 4 words, like you took 30 words to say.
But hold on, let me piggyback on what she just said, right? Look, right? She said, when you talk about black women, you talk about all skin
Different
colors.
shades of
And
women.
black women come this complexion, they come this complexion, they
Regardless.
come this complexion. But that's not what the problem is. When you're swiping right, you're swiping right on the
Because
complexion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not swiping right on
I
the
mean-
fact that she's an African American. I mean, look at the prince. He's married to a black woman.
Hello.
You understand
That's
what I'm
your
saying?
color.
But the world didn't perceive her until they really knew that she was a Jamaican black
Exactly.
woman.
Then they
You understand what I'm
accepted her.
saying? So my point. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
I
when
agree.
you're swiping right and you're saying why are black women swiped right? No, let's put it plain sight. Why are dark women swiped right
Amen.
on?
Oh my
God,
It's
That's
not
a good
because it's
point.
not black women.
Oh my
That's
God,
what, that's how I
Mexico.
took
'Cause it's
that
not black
question.
women.
That's how I took
Honestly,
that
That's
question.
true.
Honestly,
Black, hold on. Black,
That's not
first of all,
true.
black is the color.
That-
Black
African,
is
let's
one
just go with
thing.
African American. Why are African American women swiped right on? Right? Because that's a race.
That's all right.
All right, let's let her
Alright.
finish her point. So
Yeah.
you're saying it's discrimination. Okay.
So, and-
Anything else?
yeah,
Prejudice, judgment, discrimination.
To
Anything
bring
else?
it back, if you think about a dating app, all you have is a person, what they let you know, and their photos. So at the end of the day, you're swiping on what they look like regardless. So some people do justify like, oh, I don't like these photos. They're bad photos. I'll come up with my judgment on her. Swipe. That's what it is. A dating. You're not going to get anything. Like
All
it's
right,
just
to
surface
summarize,
level.
prejudice, judgment, discrimination.
Photo based and what you like, I guess.
Okay. What about you? Why do you think?
I will say that I don't believe that it has anything to do with racism, prejudice, or discrimination, any of that.
What do you think it is?
It is because the stereotypes about Black women are born from a place that is true. We can, and I say we as a collective, like we can be aggressive, we can be assertive, we can be masculine, we can basically disregard the family unit. Like, and I'll summarize this, but Thomas Sowell writes about it that post slavery and the Reconstruction era and in the Jim Crow era in the 50s, 60s, where it's like the most racist, the Black nuclear family was still intact. Mother, father in the home with all the children. Post the 70s, second wave, third wave, radical feminism that told you have sex with whoever you want and then kill the child after, has given us a sense of like, well, my body's not important, my family's not important, having a man is not important. Our music tells us that. Like, country music's not telling anyone to divorce their husband. It's rap music that's telling us like, get rid of your man, you don't need him. So like,
Facts.
those stereotypes are born from a true place. It has nothing to do with racism. You know, no offense to anyone who brought it up, but like in the most racist time in America, the Black family was intact. So it's nothing to do with that.
Don't you see that was a problem for them?
That's why she bought the book. She makes sense.
That was a good breakdown.
Oh man,
That was great.
Oh,
That was
God.
the most racist time in America when slaves were free.
Well, I would argue that freeing the slaves was the least racist thing that could be done at the time.
So you're quoting that the most unracist time in America.
Well,
the
keep
most
in
racist
mind-
time in America is what you said.
Well, keep in
Were
mind that
after
only
slaves were
only
free.
1%, less than 1% of the population in 1860, where slavery was at its highest, actually owned slaves.
So did you forget of the
99%
drug
did not own
epidemic that
slaves.
came about in the 60s and 70s that actually split apart the Black families along with the feminists?
Well, the drug epidemic, that's an entirely separate thing. Like you get into
So it has nothing to
Reaganomics
do
and all
with
that.
Black people, African Americans. It wasn't targeted to African American communities.
Well, I don't know about a specific community being targeted, but I mean, Black people.
Okay,
did-
I rest my case.
What did you rest?
I don't think we're talking about dating apps specifically, right? Like I'm not saying
no.
I'm not saying anything about drugs or anything like that, but we're asking why are Black women swiped on the least? And it's because we do not value other men telling us what to do, being around us, being in our lives. We don't value having their children.
Other men
we
or
have
men,
the,
Please let her
period?
finish.
we have like have you ever watched Divorce Court or Judge Joe Brown? It's
Those are
always a black
scripted, ma'am.
woman.
Yeah, but that's
It's
fake. They
always
just
a-
asked me to come on there and pay me. What are
Exactly,
you
they're
talking about? It's fake. Don't go off of that. Come on now.
I understand
That's your
that
logic
it's
to
TV,
go
but
back to?
why aren't they gonna ask a white woman to go on Divorce Court? Because she's not gonna be as loud and ratchet and funny
It's
and
just not
hilarious.
public. I come from
She's not going to be as entertaining.
It's
We've
not
been
gonna
the
be as
entertainment of the
entertaining.
country since
That's why they're
before.
gonna
Ladies,
hire
what she's trying to say
TV.
is that
We've been the
in one of
entertainment.
the worst times to be an African American, black families were together. Black women stood by their black man, as she was saying before, right? So what she's saying now is that fairly equal across the board nowadays, right? And you can argue that minorities might even have an advantage over
Beyond.
Caucasians.
Yeah.
And the stereotypes of black women are worse now than they were back then, is what she's trying to articulate.
Yes.
Because we have social media.
Right.
Well, no, because we are given, I would argue, too much freedom to do whatever we want, and not being held back by some semblance of modesty has made us, like, for the most part, run around in the streets like lawlessly.
Yeah, but isn't that-
and it doesn't reflect well on us as a whole.
So we
you
run
don't think
around
if a man is
more
swiping
than-
on Tinder, he's gonna be like, well, she's black, she runs in the street, she's loud, she's obnoxious, she's aggressive, she's
But
masculine,
that's
she's
a
rude.
thing of free will. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
So, which means if your free will, it
Your
means that
free will
you
is to
behave.
be masculine and
You-
aggressive and assertive.
Yeah, you're
and
controlling your
that.
actions.
Right.
However, the man does not have to deal with that. Like he doesn't have to. So if he sees a black girl,
He
she
assumes.
may fit that stereotype. She has I'm going to say 70% chance of fitting that stereotype. Why should he
Wow.
bet on that 70% when he can swipe
70%?
right?
70?
Not 70.
I'm just
Not
gonna,
70.
Are you that
I
way?
just made up that
A
number.
black woman, are you that way?
So do
I mean,
Yo, you guys
I
are
don't-
perpetuating the stereotype by cutting her off.
Yeah.
Yo, real talk. She's trying to articulate her point, and y'all, who cuts her off? The black girls at the table. Like, y'all, real talk, are perpetuating the stereotype even further. Here's the thing. Stereotypes exist in some semblance of reality
Truth.
and some semblance of truth. It's upon you as the individual to prove that stereotype wrong. Here, me and him, we're black too. I get stereotyped. I walk in a store, they think I'm going to steal. They think I'm a bad person. They think I'm a criminal. Girls walk by me on the street, they cross the street, etc. It is what it is. I accept that. It's on me to prove the stereotype wrong because I understand that stereotypes typically are in some form truth.
Yeah.
But when you continue to perpetuate the stereotype, all you do is reinforce the negative stereotype of the race of which you are by proving them right. So I look at it like, no, speak well. Don't be an idiot. Don't listen to, hip hop music that perpetuates a certain stereotype. And if you want to listen to it, it is what it is. But if you actually enact on it, fuck all dudes. I don't need a man, blah, blah, blah. This is why so many guys are like, yo, I don't want to deal with black women because they think that that's a stereotype. Now, are all black women like that? No, of course not.
Obviously, yeah. No.
But right, there's this mantra out there that, yo, she could act like this. There's a high likelihood she acts like this. So I'm going to go with what's probable versus what's possible.
Can I
Not
ask
gonna
you
take a
one
chance.
question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because this has been a long trait of damage and mental conditioning about this is how black women are. What do you suggest, right? Because you're saying change the mind frame. But if this has already been packed in so long, how does one person or two people or three people or 15 people or whatever, or state, whatever, change the perception?
Fight the stereotype.
It won't happen overnight.
Yeah,
of
fight the
course.
stereotype. You're not going to fight everybody. You could work for yourself. I would say the first step in what I keep hearing on this panel is everybody blaming social media instead of blaming their own actions and the way they present themselves.
Yep.
But you blame social media and then you're still all addicted to it. You're still ingesting all these celebrity gossip. You're still looking at what Krishan Rock is doing, who she's fighting, who's baby mama drama. You're still looking at the shade room. You're still out here becoming rappers. You're still quoting Ice Spice lyrics before the show starts. So then try to change
But I
your
don't live that
personality.
in my household. That's the difference. I sell it. I don't buy it. Sorry.
That's
You know
not
what I
true.
mean?
I mean, the way you act when nobody's looking that defines who you
The
are.
drug dealer is worse than the addict.
But I
Right.
can also
You
say
sell,
that
you sell it, you don't buy it.
Yeah, no.
Who gets more time, the addict or
Right.
the dealer?
The dealer. But what I'm saying is that you don't bring that home. It's one day you turn this on for entertainment. Like we're all creators. We're all content creators. We're all entertainers. I don't know what you do for a living, but this is what makes us our money, right? So you have to know when to turn it off.
But how
You
do you
don't- you don't-
separate it? Like when you do something 40 hours a week and live
The
that
same
life,
way
how do you
actors-
come
the
back
same way-
Same
the
way
same-
you separate
the
your 9 to 5
You're not
from
an
your
actor, though.
home.
No, I'm not,
Don't
but
think
I
of yourself
am.
as an actor.
I am, but I'm not.
An example, though.
You can't do both.
So
I mean,
so she makes a very good point though, and it's funny because Cardi B is a perfect example. She legit says, "I don't cook, I don't clean,"
But she does.
Well, let me tell
but
you
she
how I got
does.
this ring.
But what's happening? The masses are saying, "Oh, don't cook, don't clean. I'm gonna follow her."
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad example.
But that's where it goes back to, as a person, you have to have common sense. You got to know when
Self-sufficiency.
you got to know when to separate the reality from the fantasy.
Facts.
And if you didn't grow up knowing how to do that, if your parents didn't teach you in that in your household
Learn.
what it is to separate fantasy from reality, then it's like you're lost. You're just gonna once you
But
become an adult, you're gonna be lost in
Let's
the
be
sauce.
honest. People don't have common sense anymore. So reality speaking,
I feel like
it's gonna stay
yeah.
the same.
Common sense is not as common as it used to be.
And the blaming of the social media is because people are allowing social media to raise their kids.
To use
to give them
exactly. Common
values, to give them
sense.
core values, to give them. A lot of people can't sit here and say, "Oh, I grew up in a 2-family home. I watched my parents kiss and love with each other every day." I can, but I can't say that for everybody else. So you only can exude what you have experienced in your life. I'm going to give into my relationship what I watched my parents do for each other. So no matter what I'm doing as far as my job and my job title, I know the difference in what it is to raise a family and to build a household and to treat a man.
All right. You said your point. What about you? Why do you think, and don't be scared, just give your opinion. They won't attack you. Why do you think black women are the least swiped right race on dating apps?
So I think basically what everybody else said is pretty accurate for the most part about the stereotypes of black women being masculine towards men. And to be honest, whether it's a stereotype or not, no man is going to put up with that. No man wants to date another man if you're a straight man. Like, my boyfriend doesn't want that. A lot of what I hear from a lot of other men that I speak to, because my job is OnlyFans, I talk to men all day long. They don't want to date a woman who is masculine. And you brought up a point saying, oh, well, why can men do something women can't? Because we're not men. We can't do the same thing as men because we're not men. We have two different roles in society, and too many women nowadays are too afraid to hear the truth, but you're playing the role of a man, and it's just not going to work out for you trying to get relationships. Like, no guy wants to date another man. If you're looking for that, you're looking for a submissive, maybe Asian, maybe white, but like whatever it is,
You
you're looking
basically just
for.
gotta find what works for you.
You're looking for a submissive man, and there's not that many of them in society, so like it's probably not going to work out. The same way, like people are saying, oh, it's discrimination to not swipe on black people. Would many of you swipe on a trans man or woman? I know I wouldn't, and that's not discrimination. It's because I'm not attracted to that. There's a difference between discrimination and having a preference.
There's nothing wrong with not wanting to date black women as long as you're not bashing black women in the
Agreed,
process.
100%. You don't need to bash somebody to
just
say why you're not.
I don't like that.
Exactly.
Like,
I 100%
no, but
agree.
there's a difference between saying, "Oh, I don't like black women because da 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 da," or than saying, "I just don't like black women," and just
No, we need to know what the da-da-da-da is.
Yeah, you
What is
need
the
to know the
da-da-da-da?
rest.
I think anybody always has
Hold on.
That's the thing.
reasonings.
Like, you always want to cut off the video at like 15 seconds before the 45 seconds plays. Like, I don't like black women because but what everyone takes away is I don't like black women. They take that and run with that and call it racism, and that's not right.
And everybody
That's not
has
what
their like
racism is.
feelings as to why
You
they
don't
like
say it's
feel some
because
type of
they're
way.
loud.
It might
That's
not
racism.
necessarily be like they're discriminating against you
Yeah,
because
like-
they're bringing up a reason why. They might just be bringing up like an example of like you said, people they've experienced before. And
It's
I don't
just past
necessarily
trauma.
think that's discrimination.
Yeah.
It's just them bringing up. I mean, everybody has
That's
feelings.
Past trauma,
Yeah.
that's stereotyping.
What you've
Okay,
experienced.
it's your turn.
All right.
She's leaving.
No, I think bathroom. Just bathroom. All right, go ahead.
Okay. The reason why I think that African American women are the least swiped on
Dating
for
apps.
dating apps is because men generally know that we're not just giving up the box for nothing, especially for one, a lot of African American men only use dating apps for sex, and we all know that. So they already know if they're approaching a black
for yourself.
woman. Huh?
I think men in general use them for sex.
Yeah,
That's fine. That's
most
fine. If you want to say
African
only black
American
men.
men use dating apps for sex,
The most
not
horniest
love.
men
Just
be
men
white
in
men.
general.
Most
Yeah, men.
African American women use dating apps for finessing and finding sugar daddies.
What?
What?
Where's these numbers?
What the hell?
Yes.
I don't even go into
I
this
don't
like
think
so
that-
like.
Let her finish.
Please let her
I'm
finish.
sorry.
I don't
Go
think
ahead.
there's many.
Go
I don't
ahead.
think there's many attractive African American women using dating apps to find love. We're not doing that. We can walk outside.
So you think they get swiped on left because they have nefarious reasons for using the app?
Yes.
Okay.
And
It's not because of their
everybody-
behavior or anything. It's because of their
No,
intentions.
I believe it's because if they see an attractive black woman on social media,
She's a gold digger.
she automatically wants my money, especially if you're like a high value man and you see an attractive female, or you know that like the first thing that men tell me, oh, I know you have a lot of men running up behind you.
Wait.
Stop the cap.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Look at me. Yeah. So just imagine her being on a dating app. You're not gonna think that she wants you for you. For one, you're probably a L7 if you're on a dating app looking for love. Let's go there. So
okay.
For two, if you
wait,
find an
you're saying from the
attractive
male
woman on a
perspective, they're
dating
incel,
app,
or a female is
a
the incel?
male,
A male is an incel for using a dating app.
a female too.
Do you know what incel means?
I said a lame.
She said
I said a lame. I said an L7. That's what I said.
Okay, I thought you said incel.
I didn't say incel.
Okay,
That's
so
like a
so basically, your answer
crazy
is they
person.
swipe left because they have a preconceived notion that black women are going to just finesse them.
Yes.
Is that the only reason?
Also, because I would agree with the stereotypes, but I feel like it's
What are
mostly
those
because
stereotypes in
the stereotypes of black women not being very feminine. Yes.
Okay.
Not being very feminine, but in that aspect, yes, to me that is like racism because you're stereotyping a whole race of women and you're not willing to give them a chance because your parents told you growing up, or you had one or two bad experiences with the black girl, and now you're like, that's just like me saying, all light-skinned men are gay
or emotional
or bisexual because one or two light-skinned men I know came out of the closet.
So you're saying it's racism if guys think that black women in general aren't feminine?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Is that racism, or is it understanding trends and patterns that are attributed to a
it's
particular type of
completely
people?
racism.
It
It's
is.
completely racism.
Can you define racism?
Racism is discriminating against a certain race for ignorant reasons.
But what if it's based on some type of fact and or is mostly
Like
true?
you said, every stereotype is based on a fact, but it's not 100%. That's why it's a
So is that
stereotype.
ignorant if it's almost true? If it's almost a fact, is
It's
that
ignorant because just like I could say, I think all light-skinned men are
emotional.
I was about to say
Drake.
Hello.
Drake.
Hello. Thank you.
I said that.
I think all light-skinned men are emotional. A lot of women feel like all light-skinned men are hella emotional.
Or it's like saying
a lot
because
of
a girl,
women feel
a
like
girl didn't
that.
have her daddy, because a girl
Yeah.
didn't have her daddy, she's automatically got daddy. She must have daddy issues if she's sleeping
right.
around.
Hello.
I know some girls who have both parents, no daddy issues,
That
no
still
none of
sleep
that,
around.
and they
Exactly.
hoochies.
Yeah, but we do know that not having a father in the household is one of the largest determining factors.
Yeah,
in
but
someone
it's
being a
plenty that
degenerate.
did have a father.
It
That's
increases
true,
the likelihood
but-
of promiscuity by
Thank
like
you.
3 times over
Yeah,
easily.
and you're 9 times as likely to go to prison if you don't have a father. So we do have stats on what happens with with
Is
a
a
fatherless
man or a
household.
woman?
But there are special. Can you agree that using that and saying all, you can't say all, because there are.
But a majority is. So like, let's say I got 10 girls, right? And I know, let's say I got 10 girls that had a dad and 10 girls that didn't have a dad. There's a higher likelihood that the girls that didn't have a dad, a larger percentage of them are going to be fuck ups in life.
Okay, so
now,
that's
are there exceptions to the rule? People that, overcome their adversities and be able to become successful? Of course.
Right.
The NBA is filled with them.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is, for every one NBA player, there's thousands who didn't make it because
Mm-hmm.
of some type of issue, probably a fatherless household, not having a strong masculine figure,
Mhm.
etc.
Mhm.
So I get what you're saying, but the exception doesn't make the rule. We know a fatherless household is one of the main determining factors in someone being a degenerate in society.
Well, that's the difference between discrimination and racism.
Can I ask you a question as an Asian man? How do you feel about the stigmas that are against Asians,
I don't get
especially
offended
Asian
by
men?
it. I don't get offended by it, and I don't think that it's racist. I think it's a waste of time to go and blame other people for that. I think it's better to just become the best person you could be and present yourself better instead of blaming these magic things in the
That was a good politically correct answer,
That's
but
not
what
actually that's not, because I'm saying that racism exists for a reason.
Right, but I'm
That's the opposite of
asking you in a real time, right? When you're dating, right? When you go to date a woman, in the back of your mind, do you be thinking that she's thinking like, am I well endowed or not? Because of the stigma.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Okay.
Of course, but like there's better ways to just conduct yourself instead of there's no point in adopting a victim mindset, which I think we're hearing a lot in this panel, blaming other people. Oh, there's racism, slavery, we were whipped, all this stuff.
Social media.
Instead of, social media, there's a lot of, it's not my fault. I think that's a waste of time to adopt that mindset. Instead, how can I present myself to look as an Asian man, to be more masculine, to be more of a protector and more of a provider? How am I going to avoid having that stereotype come up in a conversation?
Well, we were speaking
Okay,
from a
so
general
why do you
point,
think
though.
that there's swipe left on Asian men?
Because Asian men are emasculated all the time. Like there's K-pop, just Asian men are not taught to be as masculine. K-pop is like the Korean K-pop.
pop.
The culture, the Asian culture is more focused on becoming smart in terms of math, science, to have these types of fields.
So you're blaming it on their culture.
No, I'm understanding why that is, and I'm not going to be a victim about it.
So see, ultimately, it's choice,
and it's also genetic. It's also genetic. Like genetically,
like
if you probably look at it,
right.
Asian men probably have lower testosterone in America compared to black men.
Compared to black men or women?
Black men with small dicks.
Because black men make up a small percentage.
Wait.
And the same thing, I could say that black women probably have more testosterone than white women.
Okay,
Yes,
right.
of course we do.
Which is
Yeah,
true.
we had to.
Which is true. However,
you have more melanin.
But that doesn't mean that. Hold on. Okay, you can say,
But
of
I was
course we do,
speaking.
etc. That doesn't mean that we have to accept it.
Yeah.
Here's the reality. I'll tell
No,
y'all
you
the truth.
don't.
Okay,
The reason why-
wait.
Yo.
Before you
Hold
get
on.
there.
I'm gonna make my point.
Okay,
alright?
go continue. Because I don't want to be masculine.
You already are. It's too late.
I'm not actually. I'm actually very
You're
feminine.
being pretty argumentative.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I'm speaking my point.
There you go.
Speaking your truth.
Anyway, there's only one truth, ladies. But anyway,
Okay.
the real reason why African American women typically are swiped on left is because the average African American woman is 185 pounds. A lot of y'all are fat as fuck.
187.
Yeah. Okay. Another reason, there's a stereotypes of being loud, obnoxious, rude, crass, not having a father, not respecting men in general. Let's keep it 1,000. A lot of black women grow in fatherless homes. When you grow up in a fatherless home, what ends up happening? You only have a mom. She's got to be the mom and a dad. She bears a lot of resentment. Niggas ain't shit. Blah, blah, blah. It continues to be perpetuated in the music, hip hop music. Men don't respect women. Men don't respect women and the women don't respect men. You talk about the women. Oh, yeah, trick on these motherfuckers, all this other shit. It's a, how do I say this?
A vicious cycle.
It's a vicious cycle that continues to perpetuate itself. And the thing is that I don't see it correcting itself anyway soon. So people aren't going to sit there and read the book. They're going to judge the book by its cover. If you speak a certain way, act a certain way, look a certain way, they're going to assume you are that way and not give you a chance. And unfortunately, a lot of black women have negative stereotypes that are attributed to the black community, and it's on you to prove those stereotypes wrong.
Yep. Right.
And the big one that people don't want to talk about is African American women in general don't fucking exercise. Y'all are fat.
Well, that's
That's a big one.
I can't speak for them. I'm on the treadmill 45 minutes, 6 days a week.
already naturally
How much do you
thick.
weigh?
So
I'm 187.
That's the average.
I
Yeah.
mean,
the average Japanese woman.
I'm 150. I
187.
have a lot of slender
Hold on. 187. I'm 175 and I'm 6'2". The average Japanese woman weighs 120 pounds. The average American woman is already 170. That means the average white woman is probably like 160.
but we also, but if you
So
go
what
to
are
your
you
doctor right
saying?
now, he'll tell you that when it comes to African American women or
We're gonna
African American
be
people,
thicker.
the BMI scale is not attributed to us.
No,
Thank
so
you.
for me, so hold on, and this is a fact. I'm a brand ambassador for a plastic surgery place, New Life Plastic Surgery. Shout out to them. But this doesn't attribute to us. Why? Because we just have a different demographic when our hips are wider. We just are shaped differently. So the average woman in a different race weighing what I weigh, she would have a gut. She would have fat places. She would have
no
cellulite.
thighs.
She would have all those
It
things.
is a
She wouldn't
choice.
be able to. She wouldn't be able to run. She wouldn't be able to be on a stairmaster for 45 minutes without being out of breath on a 15.
Okay.
You know, incline. She wouldn't be able to do those things. We defeat the odds. We see it all the time in football players and NBA players all the time.
I'm glad you went to the gym. You know why? Go to the gym daytime, any time of the day, right? What do you see?
What gym?
White women?
What gym?
Any gym. Planet
And what
Fitness,
state? And what state?
What city and what state? You're talking
Common
about
sense
Miami.
will tell you, you go to the gym, what do you see? White women, Hispanic women. Black women are
I don't
nowhere to
see
be
no
found.
black chicks in the gym,
I'll
bro.
tell you, hold on. You know where they're at?
We stay in
They're
shape
Wendy's,
easier anyway.
they're McDonald's,
I don't even
Crazy
touch
Stat, Popeyes.
fat
We
people.
stay in shape
Just saying,
easier.
bro.
I don't
You
even
said
touch fat
crazy
people.
stat that I just looked up. So you're blaming the hip genetics and African American women like they're built differently. Guess how much the average African woman weighs?
Go ahead.
133.
Africa
Damn.
is
And what's her height? And what's her height? And what's her height?
different
And what's her
environment.
height?
Africa is a whole
5'4".
continent
I just came back
compared
from
to
Africa. What do you
America.
mean? Everybody there is thick.
North America. is a
American
continent.
women
Maybe you're
make
talking
up
about
13% of the
Ethiopian.
country.
Maybe you're
Ladies,
talking about
ladies, we
West
gotta-
Africa.
see, here's the thing.
Continent.
Y'all can
That was
cope
a
and
dumb
say that it's the
comparison.
BMI, it's that blah, blah, blah. The
Thyroid.
reality is 187 pounds for a woman is unacceptable.
Too much.
That is obese. That is fat. It's unattractive. I'm 6'3", weigh 200 pounds, single digit body fat. There's no reason a woman should be close to my weight.
I'm not obese and I'm far from unattractive.
You're 187.
Did anyone say
Yes,
that to you?
ma'am.
No, but
particularly?
I'm saying
That's what
I
you
wanted to
just
defeat the
said. You
odds.
said
You say
that.
there's always
look.
that special.
All right,
that-
you go to the gym, right?
Yes.
Cool. You're a minority then. Most girls don't go to the gym in general, and African American women definitely don't go to the gym, which is why their weight is higher than other female demographics.
Okay, so
Well, you
your logic is that we're swiped left on because
I would say it's a totality
I
of the
do-
circumstances,
but I also-
which means it's
Go ahead, let
it's
him
the
make his
attitude
point.
stereotypes, it's the masculine stereotypes,
Mhm.
it's the
and the
rudeness,
weight.
it's the how media portrays black women, and a big one that black women don't want to take accountability for. You guys are the fattest race.
I agree. How about this? I'm in a
Look, I'm
space
not
where I
even
feel
mad
like
at
a
that,
lot of women
like-
I'm around don't go to the gym.
Okay.
This is true.
I am not
Forget
mad
the
at that.
fucking race, because I see I'm in Miami. I'm looking at the women. I
Exactly.
don't give a fuck about the race. These bitches is not working out. I'm
They
looking
don't.
at. I'm in the gym.
They get
I
surgery.
don't even on vacation.
Hello, then they work
I'm in
out.
the gym. I see the women. They just not looked at. I can see a fat Latino, Hispanic, white woman, and she gets a pass for being sloppy and fat. Not saying technically to you, but you're gonna give her a pass. She can be mediocre. Unfortunately, when you are a black woman, you need to be exceptional. It's just
And
what it is.
Same thing with black men as well.
Yeah.
We
Black men too.
can't be average. You have to be extra because guess
Yeah,
what? They're gonna
this
put you
is
down.
true.
So we're just saying it's a choice.
Yeah.
You decide to make a change
Yeah,
for yourself
there's-
to do better.
There's no
or stay the
excuse
same.
for the average weight to be 187 pounds, though. Like, there's not as a woman. Like,
I
that's
feel like
ridiculous.
just because
For one,
that's what it is
everything
doesn't
with
make it
our
right.
statistics is
Who-
worse than every other demographic in America.
Wait, what?
Every black statistic is worse than every other demographic statistic in America.
I agree. Women need to work out
Okay,
more.
what does that have to do with-
I
what-
do.
what was
What's your point? Why would you say
Yeah,
that?
What was the point of that?
because I don't feel like these statistics are based on
Truth.
the amount exactly.
feel like-
I don't feel like
Okay.
I don't think these
How much do
statistics
you
are
weigh?
based on really how much do I weigh? I weigh 150.
How
Well,
tall are you?
I didn't ask that, but
I'm 5'2".
He asked.
Okay,
Wait.
quick question. Who
I
here
thought I heard
believes
somebody
in
say
our ghosts?
And ghosts.
And ghost. I don't
Whenever
believe
I'm
in
at a gym, I see a black woman. It's like I seen a ghost. Give me $1,000, bro. I don't see y'all in there, bro. I'm getting $1,000, bro.
That's what gym do you go to?
God dang.
Every
No,
single gym.
I-
Where?
I live in
Four
the
gyms.
Well,
I
listen,
go
let me
to.
tell you something. I live in the
Where?
Bronx, and
Yeah.
I go to LA
Look.
Fitness in Eastchester. It's a lot of black women. in
Right,
there.
like
Okay.
I'm not going to a black community gym.
Yeah,
Well,
fresh.
I mean, I don't see that.
The
You
point
go to
is,
4 gyms. Why
men
can't you
lie,
commit?
women
What?
lie, numbers don't. The point is that when you look at obesity in black women, y'all are the fattest race. That's a fact. Done.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I'll
give
take
you.
that.
we're
So
not
they
gonna
have
give
the
you-
fattest ass for one.
that is
Most of the weight come from the ass and hips.
You're
So
gonna
is this
cope. You're
why
gonna
they
cope some
swipe
more.
left,
It doesn't
or-
matter. You choose everything that goes in your mouth. When it comes to obesity, I got no fucking sympathy for y'all. Black women are the fattest race by far when it comes to women.
But you don't think
Okay,
black.
so what's the,
That's
what's
a
the
fact.
next topic?
You don't
Please?
think black. Hold on, let me ask you a
What's the next
question. You don't
topic?
think black
What's the
women
next
are
topic?
carrying a lot more than white women are?
No,
Look,
we
look,
what's,
ass,
what's the next
titties, all
topic?
I'm
that.
just asking you a question.
No,
You don't think
We
black
can
women are
have more
carrying more
babies and all of that.
than
No, but
white
what's the
than
next
white women?
topic,
ladies,
though?
ladies. No one gives a fuck why you're fat. Okay?
Okay.
Just like you don't give a fuck if we're broke. No one cares. If you can't control what goes in your mouth,
No,
that's your fault.
I agree with the
If
fact.
I can't control
I
the
agree.
amount of money I
We're gonna
make,
focus
that's
on
my
fat.
fault.
I
The
agree.
problem is this: women don't like taking accountability for their poor decisions. Men, on the other hand, have to take accountability for their poor
I
decisions.
said I accept
If you're
that.
fat,
No, you didn't.
it's your fault.
I said that.
You just said the statistics are
But
false.
what's the
I
next
said-
topic,
I
though?
said they're
Can I talk?
biased.
Black
They're not
people.
biased.
But
Y'all
what's
are
the next
fat.
topic?
Okay.
You are clearly not accepting it if you're saying the
We-
statistics are biased.
I didn't say this one in particular was biased.
Okay.
You said all the statistics are
I said
negative for
most
black
of
people.
them, yes,
Can I
are
share my
negative for
views?
black people.
Can
in
we do the
America,
next
yes.
question?
Okay, but do we have
hold
another
on,
topic?
wait. Let's do the chats.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to give it to her because she did want to say something right before, and then we'll go,
She
and then we'll
did.
hit the next question. Go ahead. You had something right?
Me?
No.
Earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just had a question for him because earlier he was saying that everybody had like these excuses as to why black women is being swiped left.
Right.
But then you also had excuses as to why Asian men were being
Being
swiped,
swiped.
left.
What was my
But you
excuse?
said you said that they were not as masculine because you guys are not taught that. That's
Mhm.
an excuse. That's the
Exactly.
same thing that we all
Same
were
thing
saying.
she said.
We were saying that it's
No, I also
epigenetic.
said that
We
Asian
said
men- I was also saying
generations
that
after
African
generation.
American
I
women.
also said that Asian men probably have less testosterone than black men in America.
And what about you? Are you the small percentage exception?
I'm trying to be.
Okay.
Ladies,
Okay.
I don't think you guys
I'm
caught.
not gonna let
Here's
that
the
hold me
thing.
back.
Ladies,
I feel like
ladies,
it's
this
no
is
right.
this
I
is
mean,
the-
you're
no,
fine
yo,
and
yo,
all
yo,
that.
stop,
You look
stop,
like
stop.
you are packing.
Ladies.
No, you don't.
Here's the thing. Y'all clearly didn't hear everything he said. He explained why women swipe left on Asian men, but then he went on to say it doesn't matter. I'm going to prove it wrong.
Yep.
Right.
No.
He said why.
That wasn't the
But he
question.
didn't make
though.
excuses. He was like, yo,
he did say that.
it is what it is.
And my
This is
point
what
is-
it is.
No,
I
no,
accept
no,
it.
I don't
Hold on.
think.
Let me respond to you. So there's other reasons why we have different roles and stuff like that. But when you say you're playing the victim role, like it's not my fault, it's epigenetics, it's for different reasons, and it's their fault. They're racist.
Exactly.
I'm not going to call women racist if they don't want to date me because I'm Asian. I'm going to be like, okay, I'll move on, find another bitch.
But
I'm
okay,
not
so
gonna let them
wait,
have
wait,
history.
wait. Okay, so can I speak, please? Can I speak?
And then can I go
Can
after
I-
what he said? What you
Yes.
said?
Give me a
Okay,
second.
Go ahead.
I never said anyone was racist. So let's reverse back. I just said it was epigenetics that made us masculine. I never called no one racist.
Okay, is it racist if I say I don't date black women?
No, it's not.
Do
It's
you,
your
okay,
preference.
can I ask you a question?
It's your
Do
preference.
you?
It's racist if you say I don't
Hold
like
on, I
black women.
want. Let's get to the core, because I don't think I don't.
No, I do. I do.
You do because you look like you like fine is fine. I don't even think.
What were you gonna say?
Beautiful is beautiful.
I can talk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get clear and to the point. All I needed was 5 minutes to clear my head and process my thoughts. What I'm saying is the root of the problem is the global problem, not the labels, not you and playing the victim. You need to recognize that it's generational trauma, generational curses, the healing that you need to go
No.
through. And if you got your healing path with yourself and you're getting your mind right, you're getting your body right. I go to the gym, I get my mind right, I get my body right. There's nothing to do about me. So I'm gonna get to the point, okay? It's a global problem where people aren't recognizing the generational trauma that they endure within their family. They're not recognizing the generational curses that they have with their ancestors. And this has to do with everything: energy, alignment, balance, healing. I've been learning and listening to all of you because I'm learning from all your cultures, because I want to change the world into a better place.
Wow.
And we all have the potential to do that with everything that we've learned. We've either gone to college, we've either learned each platform, we've learned social media. You guys don't know, I've been on social media since 2019. My OG followers could tell you that on my platform. My OG people from back home could tell you that you can't tell me that I ain't true and you can't question my mind, because I know what I speak is facts. It's just about whether you want to get to know me personally and hear me. So hear me out on this and how we could change the world. I figured out digital marketing and every single app.
All right. Okay, we're gonna move on.
What does this have to do with black women being
My God.
It has everything to do with black women being
No,
fat.
black women lead heart
move on.
disease and
Exactly.
obesity and diabetes.
Exactly.
It's a
So
fact.
Latina woman.
It's rooted in fact. We need to
So
lose
Latina
weight
woman.
collectively.
Depression.
So Latina woman.
I also feel like
Drugs.
I also feel like
It's depression.
All right.
Well, let's change that. Let's
All right.
talk about accountability.
Depression doesn't make sense.
We're gonna go to the super chats. We're gonna go to the super chats.
I got one more statement to make.
Super chat me,
We gotta move on. We gotta move on.
All right. So, Demon Time, Mo, and Chris, from this point forward, 15 up, right?
Yeah, 15 up.
I'm reading these chats that came through. We got 16,000 y'all on YouTube. I don't know, probably like another 10 on Rumble. So, ladies, they don't call me Big Mo because of the weight. Pay no attention to Fresh BBC because I have the Haitian pancake. Move in the bed. That will have you manifesting. Why have just a bat when you can come play in all of Mo's ballpark? All right. Question for the ladies. This is from Venom. When was the last time you went out with a guy you planned on giving him the box, but changed your mind because of something he did during the date? Why?
Okay.
Can I go first?
Sneeko, does this in line with your questioning, or did you want to hit something else after this? After the whole?
Yeah, we can go back to this after the chess.
You sure? Okay. All right. Then so I'll just move through these chats then.
All right,
Okay.
so-
Petty King, $10. Men are taught their whole life how to treat a woman, but not what to expect from a woman. And women are taught their whole life to what to expect from a man, but not how to treat a man.
Exactly.
No,
That's what I'm trying to say.
No, it's
I
not.
wanted to bring this up
That's not
earlier.
true.
I saw a really interesting
is
video
true.
between a mother and her son and a mediator.
Yep.
She was calling her son, she's saying he wasn't shit, that he wasn't a real man, but
Yep.
the only example he had was her.
Yep.
So the mediator was there. She was calling her son, who became a father. She's like, "You're not shit. You're not a real man." But she had no real men around him, so she was trying to teach him how to be a man.
A woman cannot teach a boy how to be a man.
Yep.
He needs a
A man-
strong parental
All right,
thank you.
father figure.
All right.
Well said. Well said.
Egypt, all right,
Exactly.
this is a good one. He
I
says,
agree.
logic when it comes to body count. I beat up 10 females one by one. Y'all shouldn't judge me for it. It's my body, my rules. It's easy
Your life,
as a guy
yeah.
to whoop females,
your
but
life.
it's just a phase. Do you respect me?
No.
Can I give a
AKA
point?
the whole phase.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's,
Can I
he's
get-
using
Oh.
he's using an analogy there. Because a lot of you girls will have a high body count and then expect men to respect you. And
Yeah, I understand that because
Who's really discussing body counts though? Like,
I'll tell you my
what man
body count straight up. Who's
Men
going
care
on?
about body
Well,
counts as much
who's
as you
going on a
don't want
date?
them to care. Men care about body
No,
counts.
what I'm saying is that I don't know. I've been dating a while. Like, I'm not in the dating scene anymore, but dating, I've never been on a date with a guy who says, "Oh yeah,
what's
what
your
do you
body
want to order on
count?
the menu? How's the
Yep.
broccoli? And by the way, how
I
many
do
niggas
that.
have you
It's
fucked?"
because they look
Yep,
at you and they
exactly.
Those are
assume
social
based off of
media
your
games.
appearance
They
what
don't
your body
exactly.
count is. They don't
They don't get to know
actually
you
look at you.
personally.
Whatever number
Your
you
mind,
tell
your
them,
soul.
they add like 20 million to it because
Who
they
are
don't
these
believe
men
you.
asking
All
body
men.
counts? Nah,
All
no.
men.
Here's the
We
thing.
can't
All right,
do
look,
that.
ladies,
Flames,
whether you want to
squares.
accept it or not, just like you care about a man's future, a man cares about a woman's past. Okay?
Yeah.
He might not explicitly tell you or ask you what's your body count, but you best believe on that first day he's going to look at your mannerisms, how you speak,
course.
how you convey yourself, how you dress. He's
Mhm.
going to look at who you might have dated in the past, and they're going to get a
Right.
feel for you.
Right.
What's going to
Mhm.
happen is this. This is a scary part that girls don't understand.
Yep.
He's going to put you in a box. It's either going to be sex only
checklist.
box or I might wife her box. What girls don't
Yeah.
know is a lot of times y'all get put in the sex only box because of something you might have said or done, and he'll never say a word to you because he doesn't want to lose out on smashing you.
Yeah.
That's how
feel
it
like
goes.
at
Yeah.
this day and
I
age,
agree with you. Your value is put on your forehead, ladies. This is like my
Exactly.
my main statement. Your value is
Me
put on
too.
your forehead. When you
Mhm.
meet a man, he assesses you within the first 5 minutes of what you're talking about, what you're wearing,
Your
how
morals.
you're answering these questions. But he's not coming right out, like he said explicitly, trying to say, okay, how many men have you fucked? He just wants to know, have you had any men run a train on you? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And are
Exactly.
you sucking a lot of dick out of here? Are you
Exactly.
fucking raw? Like he wants just get to the point. I don't think men are
Uh-huh.
really asking like how many.
No,
how many
men care, bro.
Yeah,
Men
they
care.
I
do.
feel like
No,
if you
they
do
Men care.
care,
Well,
ask
that's
the
what they do.
question
But see-
directly.
No,
See,
because women never tell the
no,
truth about their
no.
body
Exactly.
count.
So how do you
Well,
not
never
know?
know.
How can you care about
Ladies,
something you'll
ladies,
never know the truth
ladies,
about?
ladies,
Right.
ladies, ladies,
Exactly.
ladies.
How can you care
There's
so
a reason
deeply?
why. There's a reason why virgins have always had the highest value since the beginning of time.
Not
Because
just
Bro,
men
who's a virgin?
want what the
Yo,
You.
who's a virgin? I don't even have
Who's a
my phone. There's a
virgin?
percentage right now. The highest percentage men rather fuck a woman who has more experience in the bedroom than a virgin.
Exactly.
Keyword.
Exactly. Thank you very
Who's
much.
a virgin?
She
So
could
who
be
are
a
men gonna
wife.
He doesn't want to marry a
ladies,
virgin.
Ladies, this is crazy to me. How you
Who
guys are
is a
telling
virgin
me?
in
I agree with
2023?
you.
You want to
Yo.
marry a virgin?
Doesn't matter how high
I
your
agree with you,
value
boys.
is. They
All
don't
of you,
exist.
all of you
One time.
need to be quiet for 2 seconds.
Okay.
Okay? You are women. You don't know what men really want because men never tell women what they really want because they get reactions like this
Yes, they
fuckery
do.
right now. Y'all will not shut up for 3 seconds and let me tell you what men in general want. Men
I'm gonna go with
don't
you.
want hoes.
Exactly.
Period. Can you stop
Understandable.
interjecting? All right. So with that said, there's a reason why. It's the beginning of time. Men have always preferred women that have low body counts or virgins.
Mm-hmm.
Your statistic that you cited, having sex with a woman versus committing to a woman are 2 different things.
Thanks.
Women make the cardinal mistake of thinking, I'm getting sexual attention. That means he likes me.
No.
That does not necessarily mean he's going to commit to you.
Not at all.
Relationship market value versus sexual market value
2 different
are
things.
I totally agree.
different
I
things.
totally
Hold on,
agree
please
with
stop
you.
interrupting.
Wait, let him finish.
All right. So with that said, a lot of the times guys aren't going to explicitly say what's your body count or whatever,
Mhm.
but it damn sure fucking matters. Okay. Now, some guys outwardly ask it, which is stupid because girls aren't going to be honest, and other guys are going to observe your behaviors, see your track record, see how you present yourself on
Yep.
social media, etc.,
Mhm.
and judge you off of that. The point is, the bottom line: men don't like promiscuous women when it comes to a relationship. They'll have sex with you, but they won't take you seriously.
There you go. Make sense?
I
Well, that's
agree.
Yeah.
What I was
I
going to
agree.
say was a
Sure.
lot of women misinterpret. I was agreeing with you with the fact of a lot of women misinterpret a man liking them and wanting to have sex with them versus
Mhm.
liking them and wanting to wife them.
Exactly.
So
Mhm.
you are correct with that. But
Yeah,
I
I
definitely
agree.
I definitely do think that there's a difference between saying, okay, how many bodies do I have and how many sexual partners? Because you could have been a girl who had sexual partners and not a hoe. You're right. A man doesn't want a promiscuous woman. He doesn't want a hoe. But I think a sexually experienced woman, a man doesn't want to marry a virgin.
But remember,
Yeah, he does.
Yes, he does.
Yes,
Yeah, he
does.
definitely does.
Yes, he does, bro.
so once again,
You
right?
want to marry a virgin?
He's not gonna
He's gonna cheat
tell
on
us.
her.
Tell you
Yes.
that.
He's gonna cheat on her,
So?
but he's gonna marry her.
Well, you said so.
Men are gonna cheat no matter what, man.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
Every man
He's
doesn't
gonna cheat on her very quickly.
I'm
Every
gonna
man
make it
definitely
very,
cheats.
very simple for y'all. All right.
Very quickly.
Let's say, right? Let's
Day
go into a
after
dream
night.
world. Let's go into a dream world real quick.
Yeah, you're gonna need that.
Yeah, I don't need the attitude. Like,
I'm not giving attitude. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
you are. Like
She
the
was
little ad
joking.
libs and everything like that. I'm not Young Jeezy, man. Like, be quiet.
Oh wow.
Like, I don't
Okay.
need that.
Proceed.
You know who show you're on?
I'm sorry. Did I say something wrong?
Yes. You don't run the cadence of the show. You're not the host. Stop interjecting. Stop being rude.
Okay.
Anyway,
Continue.
Trigger.
like, do you not?
What is the problem?
Okay, this might be my last warning. Don't interject randomly. All right.
Okay, gotcha.
Just be fucking quiet. Don't speak unless you're spoken to. Period. If you do it again, I'm gonna just kick you off because you're being annoying now.
Wow. Okay.
Yo, get the fuck off the show, bro. Like this. Man. We good, man. Just get out of here, bro.
You off?
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to be funny here. This ain't a game. Just get out of here.
Trying to be funny how?
Yeah.
Right. Just get out of here.
Yeah, get out.
Incredible.
All right, report.
I mean, nigga warned you twice, but hey.
Triggered.
Girls be forgetting where the fuck they're at sometimes.
I barely even said anything.
No, you've been talking too much. That's the problem. Just grab your stuff. Get out. Incredible.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave too. I'm sorry.
Okay,
It
you
was
get the
nice
fuck off
meeting
too.
everybody, but I'm her right, so I gotta go.
I'm giving nothing but respect, and if you got y'all
All right, go. 3 for 1, man. 3 for 1. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. You weren't hurting the show. You were hurting the show anyway. Incredible, bro. Freeze up the panel.
Zena, handle the mics. Handle the mics.
Yeah, just clean up the set and everything else like that. Give them their stuff. Just get them out of here quickly. Make this nice and efficient. Incredible. We'll hit the chats.
You have your phone, babe?
Fucking incredible, bro.
You're a fucking tough cookie, boy.
Nah, man, because these women, like, bro, like, what the fuck do you think this is? Like, I'm about to sit here and tolerate the disrespect. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here.
No, but I think she was joking at first. Like in the beginning,
Nah,
she was
man,
joking.
this
and
is.
I guess since we already have been
You gotta
talking a lot,
respect
you
the house,
kind of got
though.
already.
Right, but after
you were
he
kinda
told her
already-
to stop, when a man tells you
yeah,
to
but
stop
we
doing
was already
something,
kind of
you need to
agitated
stop.
because we all been yapping the whole time.
Look, let me make this very clear. Like, I'm not here to tolerate fuckery from girls. Like, we run our show a very certain way. It's like the hosts run the show, your ad libs and all that other shit. Like, nah, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Cool. So here we got some more room. So go ahead, push on down.
That was a demolition.
Yeah, it's all good though.
This is why we're sweet. Like
cut the
swipe
fat.
release.
Collateral damage.
Literally and figuratively, cut the fat off the show. Okay, we got Dreamer 4-5.
It smells a lot better in here, Chad. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was a smell, and it's just, I could breathe a little bit. I'm stuck. I was smelling my coat. I was just hiding in the corner. Like, God,
Yo, man.
Lee, we got to add that to the list.
Yo, wild shit, man. Name 2 women who've made history. Actresses and musicians are not included. I can't think of any.
Lauryn Hill and Nicki
Mary
Minaj.
Curie and Mae Jemison.
You can basically name
You said
all the like
musicians,
black
right?
activists
Don't
and
count.
stuff.
Oh,
Like
they
most
don't
people are
count.
gonna typically go to Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, and all these other people.
And even that. did they do anything
Henrietta
special?
Lack. She's the reason for why we have a cure for a lot of diseases. She has a genetic, an immortal genetic in her, which allows us to live forever. So they use her genetics. There's a whole movie about it, Henrietta Lack, which gives us the gene and genetics to cure certain things in cancers,
Yeah, that
polio,
sounds familiar.
a lot of things like that. They stole it from her when she died.
All right.
I think I heard something a little bit about that. I
Martin,
think-
skip Angie's dating status yesterday. You ain't slick. W. Chris, W. Mo in the chat. All right. Blackest Panther. Ladies, do you have a cutoff age gap for relationships between a man and his woman? What is it and why? For example, is a 15-year age gap too much like between an 18-year-old and a 33-year-old?
I feel like I'm gonna go first.
Yeah.
I just feel like generally it's looked at differently. Not too long ago, it was a chick on Facebook, right? Everybody was bashing her because she ended up getting with the dude. He was like a friend of the family, but he was like, it was like a good 15, 20 years age gap between them. So they were
Yo, just
like,
get the fuck out the crib, man. What the fuck are y'all doing still here, man? Get the fuck out of here. Damn. Like, we had a shorter run. Get the fuck out of here. Damn. Because now they're hurting the party of the show at this point, man. Yeah. We're going to move over here. Go ahead, continue on whoever was answering.
all right,
Musical chairs.
let me slide over a little bit for you.
It smells better, doesn't it?
Wow.
Oh, my God.
There you go.
I'm not joking.
Let me say it again.
Sicko, you just had to say it, huh?
You want me to put this down?
Why has that been a thing on the show about BO and people smelling bad? Like, what's good with that?
It's just like a common trend. Like if you've ever watched Fresh and
we
Fit,
need
they
just
call it out
stronger
all the
deodorants,
time.
or what's going on with the world? Because
Some
this is a
people
thing.
just don't bathe.
Yeah,
No,
they
I
don't
don't think
care.
that's that. Some people
Or
have
they-
bad energy, bad sweat. Is what
But
it
I
is.
Some people
also
just
feel
can't
like, 'cause
smell
listen, I'm all
themselves.
about women empowerment, right? And I'm not for bashing women. So I'm a type of person, like, if you see something, say something. Like, to smell a woman next to you, whether you know her or not, and to just talk about her. Like, I'm not a mean girl. I'm gonna
So there was
let
three.
you.
I'm not sure which one it was.
No, but
one of them's gone.
I agree with
Maybe
you.
it was the combination of all three retards, but there's less retard smell.
To get to my point, Icy, I had mentioned to her who it was because I'm not for embarrassing women. That's not my game.
Oh, so you smelled it too?
Yes.
Okay.
And I made Icy
Nice.
aware of it, and she pulled her to the side and helped her out. She gave her some deodorant, which clearly it didn't work because you can't musk. You can't cover up phone. Yeah. but Icy did. I did say something to Icy. I was like,
You're
"Yo,
kind
listen,
of putting her on
sis."
blast right now. Now we know which one it was.
I'm not saying who it is, but
she had a wardrobe change. Like it was pretty okay.
Okay, but for those who don't know, you
Martin
understand
Luther
what I'm
cracked.
saying?
Yeah.
As a woman, I feel like anytime you're in a position like that, you should definitely pull your fellow sister to the side and let her know that she ain't right, even if she should smell that shit herself.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So one time I gave a girl a ride, and first of all, I don't know. I feel bad saying this. Like I wouldn't interact with her normally, but I believe in giving everybody a chance. I gave her a ride. We hung out. My car still smelled like her 3 days later.
Wow.
And not like, yeah. And I don't know how you explain that.
Bruh.
How do you
Where's she
explain that?
from? Where's she from?
She's adopted, but I believe she's Haitian.
That might, but you have to understand Haitians and Africans.
It was
they
natural.
cook. They
It was
cook. With, they
natural.
cook with certain foods, so it's just natural.
But in
when
that case, would you like? Because I don't even know what could.
it's
like, why
hard to
would
get
3
a
days
food
later-
smell off of you if
I
you've
didn't
been
say
inside of
anything.
that household the entire day. I'm not making excuses for it, but there's a difference between smelling like you're home,
Mm.
where you're cooking your ethnic foods, and you come out smelling like that, and smelling like musk and fish. Two different things. She's
adopted.
Everyone's gone. We're good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
we're good now. I think we got all the mics up on point.
Yo, she was
What?
like, "Who's paying for the valet?" Chris is like, "You got Frank Castle, bitch."
What valet?
No, we cover anyway. It don't matter.
Yeah,
But yeah, we just want them to get the fuck out of here, bro. That shit ridiculous. And they're taking their it always happens. We kick girls off the show, and then they'll take their sweet time like leaving and shit like that. And it's just like, bro, that's why I say put your shoes on outside because they're trying to like, let me get my what they don't realize is they look like retards doing that shit. It's locals
And
content.
It's all on locals.
Yeah, it's like,
Tonight.
bro, yeah. If y'all want to see
Well,
the
this morning.
ridiculousness, but it's like the other two like left thinking like we cared. No, leave, get out of here, bro. Like especially that one girl that kept droning on, like, bro, what the hell is wrong
What was
with
her
you?
name? Pip.
Huh?
Pre.
Yo, bro, she was talking. I was like, I'm losing brain cells.
Pre should be more like re for tard. God damn, fucking incredible,
Okay,
bro.
wait. Do a soundboard for that.
Okay, Dreamer.
Incredible.
Name 2 women who've made history.
Oh, read that one. Read that
Okay,
one.
cool.
No, read that one too. Ladies,
That
you have a
one
cutoff.
too.
Oh yeah, we did the age gap one, right?
that one.
Y'all covered that.
Yeah.
All right, fresh balls. In honor of IWD tomorrow, we're going out. No, that's the girl that got
Too
kicked
late.
off.
Hell
Fuck that
no.
bitch.
Too late.
Yeah, fresh would never.
Not even close.
I legit thought she was like on drugs or something. I was like, why is she talking so much?
No, she
Yo,
could-
Sneeko,
she
I
could
can't
just
stop
really-
laughing, bro.
She can really just be one of those people that have really, really high energy, ADHD, or whatever it may be. So she can't focus. Like
She was
she's
on
prob-
crack.
She's probably one of those people
Yeah,
that just really can't
that's not
focus.
ADHD.
Whatever happened to
So-
what?
That's
We need
crack.
to get back to telling people that they're stupid. Why can't we go back to telling people?
But
you
see,
know,
everybody was trying
this
to
is
tell me
stupid.
I was bugging when I'm telling her about herself. I'm like, they're like, you're being mean. I said,
was
no.
agreeing
I
with
said,
you the
what is
whole
the
time.
point of being next to someone who could somewhat be a mentor to you? Like, she's like, I've lived this life. I said, baby girl, you 21. You haven't been through shit.
I'm gonna change the world.
5 years.
I'm gonna change the world.
And she
Watch
started talking
me.
about digital
always white
marketing.
girls from the
They're like,
hood.
they're like, you're being mean, Holiday. I'm like, no,
Look,
she
hey,
sounds
I wish her
crazy.
the
And
best,
tell her.
but she crazy, bro.
Hey, you know
Well-
what? Shout out to CEO Jakes for inviting her to the panel. So
Bro.
he brought her
And,
towards the last minute. So shout out to him, man.
all right.
Fuck
I
that.
think just
Oh,
moving
man.
forward, if anybody says, I know I've been doing this for X amount of time, I don't give a fuck what you have to say.
You
Like,
have your
if
feelings
you know
don't
what's
matter
good,
here.
you're gonna listen and you're gonna hear that input. Don't automatically close somebody off because, oh, I've been doing this. What you been doing? Wasting your time?
The key to success is being coachable.
When they asked her what her job was, she
Being
was like,
coachable.
"Yeah,
you have to be
5 years ago, I
coachable.
was a
Bro.
babysitter."
And being humble.
Her
Super.
Instagram is so catfish, man. God damn.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
It is.
That's just Definitely.
night and day.
Yeah, night and day.
Night and day.
Oh my
I
God.
want to see it.
Well, moving on.
No,
moving
no.
on.
Well, let's go now.
Yeah, no clout for that bitch.
Louis
All right,
Tavares.
Louis Tavares, the key question is always, what do you bring to the table, ladies? Please think hard before you speak.
You know,
The legs.
I was really
Yeah,
hoping
see?
you guys wouldn't highlight this one.
Chris invited his ex-girlfriends to the podcast.
Nah, bro.
Opalaka.
CT goes. Did Chris raid the local Section 8 apartment complex for women tonight?
That's why I led with that question.
What?
Okay.
Can you do the Ben Rennick case on a millionaire snake breeder killed by a hitman lover hired by his wife? Okay, I'll make a note of that.
Wow.
What does that even mean?
Black Wolf Inc. What's good, fellas, and random dude? Question for the Angry Beavers. Name 3 countries outside of North America and U.S. territories. You cannot name more than 1 country per continent. Let the games begin. Bay, it's over 9,000. You want to do
Wasn't
this?
that good? I love this question. Name 3 countries.
Simplify. Yeah, can you name 3 countries? Let's start with pink hair.
Okay. London, Uruguay, Paraguay.
Okay, London.
Good job.
Wait. What's the capital of London?
Oh.
That I don't know. I've never been
Do you know
outside the US.
wait. Do you know the Prime Minister of London?
No, do you?
I
Yeah.
don't. I've never been outside
Okay.
the US.
Next.
I've been to London and I don't even know that.
Scotland, Libya, Egypt.
Okay.
All right.
Bali, Indonesia, and Thailand.
Bali, Indonesia is one place.
Well,
Yeah.
Nigeria.
Do you know the way?
Nigeria.
All right.
She does not know the way.
She does not know the way. All right. What about you?
I've been drinking. I'll pass.
Come
Please
on.
try.
Have you
Please
been
try
outside
for me.
Actually, no, hold on.
What?
No.
We were talking about epigenetics.
You asked us to move on to the next topic so many times. We were talking
Yes.
about black women being fat. You can answer the 3 questions.
no,
you
no.
can.
Move on.
Simple topic. Let's move on. Next topic.
We've had a million discussions since then. Actually, y'all kick people off since then. So
You know what?
We'll
What the-
pass.
Let's make it easier for you. Where do you want to go on your next vacation? 3 countries.
What did we
Simple.
say we was just going? Bali?
Yeah.
We
Okay,
just
so-
playing
no,
Bali.
no.
Yeah, we're going there
3.
in April.
Yeah.
3.
No, I'll pass.
Can you name 1 country
They want
outside the U.S.?
they
Why
actually
you
want to go
being
to.
so hard on me?
1 country?
She can. She's just giving you a hard time.
Yes,
She
just
can.
name
I
the
feel like
country.
they're being difficult.
No, the
Someone
question.
just name a country.
No.
Okay, hold
I
on. Shout out to
said
the super
pass.
chat because he made it all
No,
difficult.
it's the point.
I'm just asking you to name 1 country.
She's
No,
standing on
no,
principle.
it's
She's
the
not gonna
point.
answer.
I'm trying to thrive in my feminine energy, and you're being hard on me.
You're being masculine right now by not following authority.
Yeah.
You
No, that's
stupid.
That's a question.
That's not true.
Name 1
Pass.
country.
What's your name?
You are
I hate your sound
perpetuating the
effects.
stereotype
For
even
black
further.
women
Yo,
everywhere,
real
please.
talk. Like, y'all
Please
see
name
this
a
right here.
country.
This
Where do you wanna
this
go?
fuckery.
Where do you
This is why people think the things they think about black women. Notice how the other girls, hey, what's a
Please.
country? They just answer. It's cool. You, on the other hand,
Why? What country?
you were able to
Try.
name why black women are so
Let's
masculine,
try.
go back in time into 1960s and slavery and shit. Now we're asking you to name 3 countries. You can't even do that.
Not even 1.
Like, what the
I
fuck?
didn't
Oh my
think
God.
saying pass would be such a
Well,
aggressive.
you gotta try.
What's the point of the podcast? Like, you're here to
But there
talk.
are 260
Sunflower, this is going
countries.
viral. Don't make me look
Please.
bad. Just name a fucking country, bro.
What that gotta do with
Get
you?
your friend, girl.
Pass.
Get your
Pass.
friend, girl.
That's what I
It's
gotta
a
do.
fucking embarrassment,
Get
bro.
your friend.
All right.
My friend is really smart, disclaimer, but
Nah,
I don't
she
know what's
ain't.
happening
Continue.
today.
She ain't, man.
Jay, man.
I'm a the
This is
Well,
ridiculous.
continue.
Over 300 airports in the world.
listen. Well,
Next.
I'm taking the easy route. My parents are from Dominican Republic.
No,
El
no, we're going back to
Salvador.
her. Answer the
And
question.
then- I just gave you 2 countries.
3 countries, bro.
You
Come on,
can't-
man.
You can't steal hers.
Where are your family from? Anything?
We are currently
Like,
in
no.
a
Let
country.
me, let me make this very fucking clear. This is a huge opportunity for all of y'all. We have 1 million+ subscribers. We got fucking over 20,000 people watching us. We ask you a simple fucking question. Answer the question. I don't know what you guys think this is or whatever, but this is an opportunity for y'all. If you guys want to answer the question, you get the fuck off the platform. It's crazy that I have to even mention this, that this is an opportunity for y'all to appreciate what the fuck is going on here. We're the only podcast that brings random ass girls on that no one knows or gives a fuck about. This is an opportunity for you. So when we ask you a simple question, name 3 countries, answer the fucking question. You can go on and about epi this and slavery this and discrimination and masculine, but we're asking you a simple question. 3 countries. You don't even want to respect the platform, answer the question?
Just answer it. Sunflower,
Just try.
you're not
Just try.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Just-
Like, really?
Just give an answer.
Respect the fucking platform. If you don't like it, you can get up and get the fuck out like the other chicks.
Okay.
It's very simple. Which one is it?
Okay.
You gonna answer the question or you gonna leave?
No, I'll excuse myself.
Then get the fuck out of here.
What?
Incredible.
All right, let's
What?
go.
I'm excused.
Over
Number
3
one.
countries?
Over 3
He's not really kicking you out, though. He don't really mean it like that. She came together, though. Don't do
Leave with her if you
Alright.
want, bro. Like, yo, listen, we're different out here, man. We don't give a fuck about y'all hoes like that, man. If you
Oh
guys
my
act crazy, we will kick you
God.
off. Let me make this very fucking clear, bro. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not some sip. I'm not some sugar daddy. If I ask you a question, you're gonna hurt the quality of the show. Next, get the fuck out of here, bro. You're next. Like this shit is ridiculous.
Canada's right there.
This shit is ridiculous.
The one above us.
Fucking retards out here,
North
bro.
America that we live in.
By the way,
like yo, welcome to
no,
Fresh
no.
and Fit, man. We don't tolerate fuckery from women.
Nothing I think the question said nothing that was U.S. territories.
Hold on, you're getting cocky. London's not a country, so pipe down a little bit.
I mean, okay,
Where's
fair,
London?
but I could
'Cause
still
you're
name off like
England.
5 more countries right here, right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said
I
London.
want to
let my
hear
friend
that.
wait for
Why
me?
is this such a
Are
challenge?
you gonna really kick her? You gonna let her wait for me?
Bro, it is what it is,
so
man.
many.
She should have thought like we gave her plenty of chances. Like here's the thing, man.
You are such a
Literally,
cunt.
yo, I'll talk. Why women deserve less in stores right now because of fuckery like this, bro. Women don't respect masculine authority anymore. She's on a big ass platform making an ass clown of herself. We ask her a simple question, she can't even fucking answer.
She said next topic like 5 times when we were talking
Like,
about
who the
black
fuck does
women.
she think this is,
Next
bro?
topic, next. Here's a topic, and she says next
Some
again.
people don't really do
Like,
podcasts.
I
so
don't
it's
give a
like,
fuck what she does, bro. We busted her asses to build this platform up. If you're on the shit, it's an opportunity for you. If you don't want to be on here, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, this shit crazy to me. Like, it's wild that I even have to say this. If I brought a man on and we had a discussion and asked him a question, he's going to answer it. He going to say some dumb shit like next because he might get punched in the face. Women don't understand that there's consequence of their actions. Since I can't punch her, I got to tell her, get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
That's how it goes.
I get it. I get your point.
Like, yo, this is crazy. I even have to say
It's
this
his
shit.
show. He run it how he want to run it.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
I get it. I get it. I understand it.
Like, y'all are all adults. Like, what's going on here, bruh?
I do
Yeah,
appreciate that this is happening because the amount of times people ask Americans, can you list any other country? They'll point anywhere else or say next.
And yet we're experts on geopolitics.
I know. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
So
saying. Get to
confusing.
know your
I don't know.
surroundings.
So confusing.
I mean,
I travel,
we could
so
have just
I
wanted
mean,
to just
that's
skipped on to
minor.
her and came back to her. I
No,
mean,
because she wanted to say,
It
"Oh
was just
yeah,
like-
We're
black
not on
women
her
are
time.
this, and
We're not
black
on her
women are
time, bro.
that." Like,
yeah, I mean, I
name
get
3
it,
countries
but
and prove
yeah.
why black women are
It is
smart
what
and
it
why
is.
we should be swept
I
up
invited
more.
her.
Please.
Yeah,
I
feel like,
invited her.
Yeah, at this
You know
point,
what
it
I'm
is
saying?
what it is.
That was Al bringing her ass, man.
No.
Goddamn, useless. And here's the thing. She wanted to be smart in the beginning. All right, cool. Answer this. Oh, next. I'm drunk now. The fuck out of here, bro. No accountability, man. Like, we're one of the few podcasts that shows like female fuckery, stupidity like that. Like craziness.
Girls
bro.
always pull the drunk card when they don't want accountability. I was
Incredible.
drinking since 11. I'm really okay. Why did you drink that much on a podcast? It's your fault. Don't
Yeah.
blame something that you did. Like, it's your fault.
Spicy,
Well,
spicy.
Daisha, can you list 3 countries outside
That's
the
okay.
Yo,
U.S.?
get
Yeah.
her the
Oh,
fuck
Lord.
out of here. Put your shoes on outside, bro.
Okay,
The fuck
well,
is
we
going on
drove
here?
together. We drove together. I flew in from New York, so we drove together.
That's cool.
I
but-
hate to leave. I love
but-
your show.
That's cool,
I
but
fuck
she's
with
an
you.
adult. She's an adult. She did some dumb shit. She's dealing with the consequences of it. It is what it is. And now she's trying to fucking cause a scene in the front. It's like, bro, just take your shoes
Sunflower,
and put
just
them on
give me a
outside.
second.
Fucking embarrassment, man. Because she make you look crazy now because you brought her dumbass. This shit wild.
I don't look crazy. You made the comment of you the only podcast that brings on people that bitches that nobody knows. I mean, I have a platform. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
But and they know how I give it up. So it's not. I respect how you move because I'm the same way. I'm raw. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but is it your shit?
No, it's your
Okay,
shit.
then, this is
Yeah,
our shit.
I get it.
So when people come on our shit, they got to go and follow our rules. That's how it is. Period.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
So that's just how it is. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tolerate fuckery. I get it. You brought her, but she's a
Yeah.
retard, and she's making you look bad because you brought her. Even you told her, yo, answer the question. She didn't want to answer the question.
Damn.
Hey, man, you
And
gotta
you
watch the company you keep.
You said some people are meant for
panel.
podcasts, but why bring her? She's not meant for podcasts.
Cause she was my I can't first of all I brought my friend because we staying together. I'm staying with her. I'm in town, you know what I mean?
Listen,
so I'm coming to do your
listen,
show. I'm like, let me
you
bring my
came-
horse.
Good energy. Appreciate you.
Yes. I appreciate you guys. I want to stay, but
Yeah.
if she has to leave, then you know what
All
I'm
right,
saying?
okay, you gotta go too. Go
Yes,
ahead.
I
Just
respect it.
make it quick and
Yes.
walk
I
out,
won't hold you
please. Make
guys.
this fast.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
You have
Good
a great
friend,
show. You have a
good
great show,
friend.
by the way.
Good
Thank
friend.
you.
With your
Please
friends,
tune in.
yeah.
Keep tuning in, guys.
All right, cool.
Enjoy the rest of your trip.
Yes,
sis.
I will.
Okay.
Man, this
187.
this turned real fast.
5. That is the most amount of castles. That's a record, right?
Really fucked.
Is that a new
No,
record?
man.
In one sitting.
This shit annoying.
And
bro.
that was one sitting.
Yeah.
I went to the bathroom and nobody was
Got all
here.
this space now.
I know.
This shit annoying, bro. Like,
Keep
yo, this
yourself
shit
warm.
crazy.
I'm freezing cold. Like,
Well, this is a finale
it's so
for Dubai.
Yeah, I guess so.
So
Give y'all a good show before I get the
and
fuck out of
locals
here, bro.
gonna be booming.
Because I'll tell you this, we don't got ratchet ass chicks like this in Dubai, man. Goddamn. This shit wild. And girls be wondering why dudes are leaving the U.S.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, it's always
Bruh.
been a thing that people will like. What's the word? When you like look outside of the country that you're in.
Passport bros. When you
No.
You come to realize
It's
a
just
lot
like
of things
E.
are different outside of the U.S.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they look at this show and laugh. A lot of people in other countries.
Yeah.
People out like in Dubai, we just went. They're like, "Wow, these Miami girls! Like, whoo, how do you deal with this?" We're gonna go to Japan soon, hopefully. And everybody there, they left for that specific reason. Like the women here are feminine. They weigh 120 pounds. They make sense. They like cooking. They appreciate men for who they are. And I can imagine going there and being like, "Oh, away from this." They look at this as straight up entertainment to see the clown world that we're involved. This is a circus. We are in a circus right now.
Yeah, real talk, bro. People watch the show. Number one thing, yo, how do you deal with these girls? Where do you get these girls from? What the hell is going on? And it's just like
from all over.
Yeah. Chris, you want to adjust it how you need to?
All right.
Cool.
Icy, what the hell were they saying back there, man?
No, just put on those shoes.
No, she's clarifying.
Yeah, she wore like straps. And
her
shit, so.
whole podcast experience.
Like if I'm not watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man.
Okay.
I felt that coming when we took the thumbnail. I'm like, half this panel's going. I was right.
He said it. He called it.
This is not going to last. I said
He called
that
it.
Myron's going to hate this panel. It's just not going to work out. But
hey, listen, last
That
show.
question triggered him. Though, I'm not gonna lie. First question triggered him for sure.
That was good. That was good. That came out swinging. You know.
Sticker came up with a fire.
Yo, man.
Hey, shout out to Flagrant. Like this is why he said like, why do people not dabble in the dark? This is a
Yeah.
This
All
is the
right,
reason.
Fresh. Go ahead and read the chats while I fucking adjust these
All right.
mics and
Myron,
shit.
any advice on dealing with uncooperative black women who's a self-claimed
You kick them out. Just what you saw right there. Hold them accountable for their fuckery, bro.
Amos Rodriguez. We got here. Exis says, Cinco bringing in the Snuggie back.
Hey, thanks, man.
What band is that?
This is Ye 24.
I just think
Right.
All
It
right.
is, actually.
We got the real Destiny. Oh, Destiny?
No.
Oh no. Ladies, would you date me? I'm 5'6" with blue hair, pasty white skin. I love playing video games and debating handsome Sneeko.
Bomba Club.
I hate the gym, the outdoors, and alpha males. Must be jobs and love our president.
I wouldn't date you, but I would exploit you for sure.
In my opinion, I wouldn't date you, but you'll be a cool like gaming buddy. We can hang out,
Friend zone.
chill. Like, yeah,
Friend
'cause I have a boyfriend too, so it's like I'm not gonna even
Right.
try
Go
to
there.
step in. Yeah, too many problems.
Respectfully.
You kind of look like the female Destiny, would you?
Yep.
Oh my god. I mean, so funnily enough, I do watch you and Destiny debate a lot.
Oh, you do?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I watch you guys debate all the time. I watch Fresh and Fit all the time. So I'm
Who's
like,
right, me or Destiny?
You most of the time,
Let's
I
go.
agree with. If I had to
What's
say,
up, man?
I think Destiny does
What's
have
up?
some good points,
No, he
but some good.
Name
points.
one.
You got me there. You got me there. But I heard him on a stream the other day. He was debating with like
Aiden.
some girl. I don't know. It was some girl. I
Oh,
couldn't
okay.
tell you the name. It wasn't like a big streamer. It was like some random girl who came on, and she was bringing up
Oh.
grape culture.
Which is a myth.
What is that?
What is that? Yeah.
Grape culture, the culture that there's people commit
Yeah.
grape,
Yep.
grapists.
Yeah, we get that.
Yeah, that's
But what's the culture?
meaning that there's a culture that we promote grapists because of the culture that we live in, which is a complete lie.
Oh, okay.
Nobody advocates for grape.
No, I never
Yeah,
heard
and
of that.
basically,
for a
well, she was
reason.
talking about how she had been more traumatized because of her going through something or whatever than somebody else who was. And this is the point that I think Destiny is right on. Basically, he brought up that like you can't say that like you're more traumatized than somebody else who experienced the exact same thing as you because you have like no clue what they went through if it's the exact same experience. While I do think that like if you got multiple graped versus regular graped, that could be definitely way more traumatic. It just depends.
I feel like everybody's level of trauma and understanding is different. You can't, so it's just all depends
You
on
can't
your.
say who
it
has
all-
more trauma than somebody
You
else.
can't like, because then it's like, oh, you're trying to justify my feelings. Oh, you're. So it's like it just depends on the person, how you grew up, how you mentally.
And that's Destiny's
process
best
things.
friend.
I mean,
So,
who would
yeah.
at the end of the day want to compete over who had it worse? That's kind of sad.
Everybody
Yeah,
online.
exactly. That's very
Everybody
depressing.
online every day.
They want
Like,
sympathy. So
victimhood.
sympathy breeds you trying to act out for attention. So
All right.
Kango Kid.
Cool. Kango Kid goes $50. Our mantle had a picture of my grandmother and grandfather's pictures. Ladies, do you think if you had thoughts of the mantle grandfathers on your mantle,
what the
What?
would you think your happiness comes from holding the family together or from your career?
What a dumb
If
question.
you had your
Bro,
thoughts
I'm
of
trying to
the
like, I'm trying to understand the
Kango
question
Kid?
right
that
now.
voice to text, like
Tell us
Yeah, like it's kind of like
another sentence
I think
where you're
it's
saying we
family
don't know
or
what you're
You
saying,
just read the
bro.
last.
Yeah,
Does your
just-
happiness come from a career or from family?
Yeah.
That's a
Family.
great question.
Guys, keep
today.
your questions nice and concise
fuck
so
you
that we
talking about,
can know exactly what you're trying
We
to.
appreciate you, bro, but we just
Let
understand
me
what
go
you're
around.
saying.
Career, family.
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 I'm gonna say family. I'm real close. to
Funny
family.
that all the women that left probably would have said career.
Career.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Literally.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Definitely, they would have been like career. Okay, Moses, $20. Fresh, can you read one page of Harry Potter book to the audience?
Sure. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather, man. Shout out to him.
What?
Was that a spell from Harry
Female
Potter?
castle
Mayweather.
miss outside us.
Remember 50 Cent told him to read the book?
Yeah. It sounded like you just casted a spell. We'll go to the festival.
Leviosa.
I actually been on your ass, nigga. Okay, cool.
Yeah, all right. Was literally playing video games and smoking weed when I first seen one of your streams. Switched it up since and been on mine since. Being fat is a choice. Choose wisely. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
these girls were all trying to make an excuse for why black women are fat. I'm like, bruh, like you just eat too much.
My
Right?
inside bigger, Myron.
Incredible.
It's all a choice, though. I mean,
Table
honestly.
salt.
I think across the board, it's more attractive if you take care of yourself, and that shows. Like either if you dress yourself well, or you go to the gym, or you eat right. It's
Yeah.
attractive to take care of yourself because if you don't care about your body, about your mind, then nobody will.
And then I also feel like it also goes back to how you were raised. If your parents didn't tell you, hey, make sure you bathe every day, make sure you put on deodorant, make sure you wear lotion, make sure you watch what you eat because you can develop diabetes, high blood pressure.
I don't
That
know
can-
if that's true though.
Yeah.
Because my entire family is obese. Obese.
Yeah, but-
I am not at all. So like I don't think that like
so but you learn
coincides.
from them. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's not even like directly, it can be indirectly. Okay,
I learned
like
that
you
from
said.
like social media, from
like-
skinny culture. So
Yeah, like, but I'm saying indirectly, it's like, okay, you like you just said, your whole family is obese, so it's like you probably like already growing up, you're like, I don't want to be like my family members. Everybody's unhealthy.
It's a choice, though.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
all
you
in all,
can-
it is a
you
choice.
can grow up in a bad family and become good. By choice.
Exactly. That's what I'm
So
saying. It's
family
all up
doesn't
to
really
you.
matter.
It all depends on you, though. Like I said, I feel like it plays a part. I'm not saying it's a big part, but it plays a part. If you get what I'm
I
trying
think
to say.
you learn from the people around you, but I don't think that necessarily formulates your whole opinion. Like my whole family is like obese and super liberal, and I'm neither of those things. So I think I just grew up in an environment like that. And like I don't think I necessarily learned it from them. If anything, I definitely learned it from just experiencing real life and being online and seeing like different people, seeing people who are skinny being treated better than people who are fat. Like I
Yeah.
just
That's what
learned
she's
from
saying.
experiencing
Yeah.
life, not necessarily from where I was brought.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It, like I said, experience and all in all, it can be
It
like I
plays a
said-
part.
Yeah, that's
But
what I
you
said.
witness.
All in all, it just
Okay.
plays a part.
I
That's
get
all.
it.
That's all I was just trying to get to. It plays a
All right,
part.
Mossad, what about them boys again? I have to send 2767 STO Miami around July. What is that? Is that a plane?
A 767 is a plane, I think.
Okay.
Move on.
Two of them, he says.
Shout out to Mossad.
Oh, I get it. Oh, damn.
Oh, okay.
Chris, they're coming for you for what you said earlier, bro. They're coming for you. Whoa. Okay.
Jerome.
Jerome 20 bucks goes, Shorty from 8 at the table says nonsense every episode. I'm praying for your hairline, Myron. I told Abdul to get the rocks ahead of time.
I will say, man, she was pretty cool this show. I've seen some episodes. She's pretty cool.
She only had to leave because of her friend.
Yeah, she was all right.
Yeah, well, that's hey man, you're taking an L because of having dumbass friends.
Who
bro.
keeps doing this, bro?
This is the importance of keeping good people around you, bro.
Yeah.
Like you literally now she just lost the opportunity.
Yeah.
Because her friend wanted to be a dumbass.
Dumbass.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like people don't understand how important your circle and your friends really are.
Yeah. Even
Incredible.
who you date as well. Who keeps doing this, bro?
Jesus Christ, my sons. These women aren't getting any forgiveness. Let's pray they see the light and realize they deserve less. Amen. Please keep doing God's work, my sons. I appreciate it, Jesus Christ. DM Super Omnia. Zena, are you back there? I have a mustache, and when I get done with you, I'm going to have a milk. Shout out to the Fresh and Fit. Always enjoy watching you guys, except for Chris. You're a bum.
Okay.
What happened to 50 plus? Okay, there you go.
Okay. 32 USMC vet. After I got out, I struggled with what to do, but FNF, the Tate brothers, and all the other amazing guests have made me get back to school for engineering. Working on my credit score, got up from 620 to 680, and currently in the process of buying my first house.
Good job, baby.
Deport all simps, yo. I agree with you. Rating from Myron on down. Oh, this is from before. Damn.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
irrelevant now.
Noor keeps saying men are insecure. Who hurt her? Shout out to Sneeko and FNF, Free Top G, and Chris Abum. Now, guys, here's the thing, man. My book, right, Why Women Deserve Less, I talk about, giving women less that don't give you the reciprocal value that you provide. A bunch of girls that were on the panel, bro, definitely deserve less. Like that dumbass bimbo, like I teach you guys this stuff so you don't tolerate women like that. Like that girl that kept just talking and talking and talking and my feelings this and my feelings that. That's the type of chick to put on like a false charge on you, bro, because she feels a certain way.
Could you
Crazies
imagine
like that?
That being your girl living in your house?
Nigga. Yep.
I'm not leaving. I feel like you're trying to do this to me. Nigga, you're gone, bro.
Like, make food. Why, nigga?
Like,
It's
I
really
feel
the
like-
biggest
You
disease
hungry
that
again?
plagues men.
I feel like that. I mean, yeah, I can see where y'all going with that. That can be like dangerous. Like,
No.
even I was like, even sitting next to, I was just like, okay.
Now for a guy,
Jesus.
that's like
That's
hell.
a huge liability, bro.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
clearly she's
of course, of
disconnected from
course.
how the world really works in reality.
Yeah.
And like you want to protect yourself from women like that. Never
Yeah.
even entertain crazy ass chicks like that. It doesn't matter how cute she is.
I got a story to tell from
Go
Dubai. Can I tell a story?
Go ahead, dude.
So Myron is probably, and Fresh as well, like they tolerate sipping to zero level, and it's really helping me navigate a lot of this stuff. So we're in Dubai, and I'm with the girl, Myron's with the girl, and I wanted to bring another girl on for a threesome because the first one was like a little bit bloody, and I didn't want to go mess around with her. The second girl that we brought on, she's giving all this attitude and she's being weird, and then she runs away because she thought that the first girl didn't like her, so she's running away. And the girl that I'm with is bloody, and so I'm like, okay, I guess
She's on her period.
Guess I'm with the bloody girl.
Yeah.
Myron's like, no, go get her now. And I'm like, nah, it's okay, like whatever. Like I'm just like, that's simping. I'm just gonna compromise what I really want so that I don't hurt first girl's feelings about the second girl. The second girl runs away. Myron's like, no, stop. We're not a rumble, so I can't say the word that he called me. He's like, he was not having it. He was pissed. I saw it in his face, like, no simps allowed around me. And I've never seen somebody like lay down the law like that. I've always been like, oh yeah, well, you don't want to make her cry. Myron's like, I'm gonna take care of her. They walked into a bar. He's getting her drinks. He's like, okay, I'm buying her a drink, keeping her company, stuff like that, making sure she's good, so she's not feeling all emotional. So I ran like other girl, whatever. And then I come back and she said, okay, high five me, and then let's just go right back to business. And then we didn't bring it up. We didn't say anything. But if he didn't say that, I would have just stayed with the bloody girl.
Yeah.
I would have simped.
Yeah.
So this is why it's necessary, man. Don't stay with the bloody girl.
I get it, but
The moral of the story is
Yeah.
basically go after what you want and don't worry about what girls think.
Don't
because
compromise what you want for
over a
someone
woman.
else, for a woman's feelings. Like, look, I'm in Dubai. I'm bringing her out to dinner. I'm buying her drinks. Why should I even feel the need to compromise for this girl who's giving me nothing except for attitude? I'm right now compromising what I want for her feelings, and she's done nothing for me. Fuck her feelings.
There you go.
Okay.
Yes.
Adults think of.
And here's the other thing too. Real talk. Even though that's like that might be considered toxic and misogynistic, women respect men that go after what they want regardless of the woman's feelings. Because when push comes to shove, if you need to do something, right, you're gonna do what's required to get it done regardless of her feelings, which could work in her favor sometimes.
I'll tell you what though, she puts her feelings first. You come last.
Bam.
But
So
women are typically emotional thinkers and sometimes like that. So I mean, it just depends on the person too. So
Well, being an emotional thinker is not good.
yeah, I agree. It's not, but when we live in a world where most people are like emotional thinking, they're not thinking logic.
Not
They're
most
thinking,
people, women are.
Yeah,
Men
women.
have to think logically. And I think the problem right now why this book is necessary is because we do too much. Men are taught to do too much to compromise for women's feelings. And it takes away our happiness. We are taught to always be a gentleman. We need to provide this. We're told so many times what we're supposed to do. And women are never told how to act for men. So women are given everything right now. That's why they make no sense. That's why they get on here giving attitude, being rude, interrupting, because they have never been told no before. Men have been told no. Men have been punched in the face. Men have been rejected. Men have been told you're stupid. Most women have never heard that before because they'll walk all over men because we'll put up with it for a little bit of pussy. Even though it smells.
I see a point. I see a point.
Let me make this very, and just to put things in perspective, right? We got the girls that got kicked off the show, right? You got 3 multimillionaires here, internationally known, successful, etc.
Not multi, but
they don't even respect us. What do you think a regular guy is going to have to deal with? Girls came on a platform, had an opportunity, 20,000 plus people watching, and they're acting ridiculous, being rude, interjecting, hurting the quality of the show, etc. Especially when I warned them right before the show, don't do this. Chris warned them before the show, don't do this. One of the girls that works for me tells them, hey, don't do this. We warned them several times. They still come on, act the fucking fool. So I talked about this before. Average women, right, don't respect men in general. Like these girls are just regular chicks and they're just being super disrespectful. And if they could do that to us in front of 20,000 people, what's going to happen behind closed doors? So we're trying to wake guys up and let them know, bro, you got to put your foot down with disrespectful women, man. And that the reason why these women behave that way is because not enough guys put their foot down with disrespectful, rambunctious, and masculine women.
So what? Like what school of thing? Because this entire, I don't know, the last like 3 minutes, I've just been thinking hedonism. You know, like the pursuit of pleasure.
Yeah.
So it says, what kind of, I don't know, if you could put anybody onto a school of thinking other than, I don't know if I would support, I live hedonistically, but that doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah.
So what would you tell these people? Like, for example, the 3 girls that just left, what do they need to learn on? Because
God.
obviously they left for, okay, amen. But
I think there's, in the United States especially, and I didn't notice this when I was in Dubai, when I was in Romania, right? There's a general lack of respect for male authority.
Yeah.
That's, if I can boil it down to like one general idea and concept, there's a very strong disrespect for male authority. And the thing that's scary is even someone like me who's successful, etc., running the show, they still disrespect me in front of everybody in 4K.
Yep.
So I can only imagine how they treat the regular guy. That's what I'm trying to say.
No respect.
If even a guy that has his shit together is telling you, yo, this is what it is, and they act crazy, bro, the regular guy's fucked. I'm not trying to say I'm special. I'm just trying to put things in perspective here that women don't respect men in general. And this show exemplifies that night after night after night.
Sad state to be in.
I see your luggage. I see your luggage.
Yeah, like there's just a general disrespect for male authority.
can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
So I try to get some girls on the show tonight, and hopefully in the next coming weeks when you guys get back, they will be here. But some women were like, it doesn't align with what I'm interested in, or it's just not, like I'm trying to avoid being on it. I'm like, why would you? I honestly, the last time I was here, I did learn something, and I respect that.
Cap.
Shut the fuck up. You should be happy that I'm being able to say that. Like, it's a good thing that you guys put on people to things that they just either don't want to accept or they don't want to hear.
I mean,
I got something to say.
it's the reason why is because we're going to challenge. If you guys notice, we challenge a lot of women's preconceived notions and ideas, and people don't like to be uncomfortable. And the thing is that most men lie to women because they want to get sex. So girls don't hear the uncomfortable truth, right? About what it really is. Like when I talked about men wanting women to have low body counts and not being promiscuous, if you notice, there were a couple girls on the panel like, why does that matter? Blah, blah, blah. And the reason why is because when men display what they actually like or what they find attractive, it puts women on the defense a lot of times because women can't get those things back. If I say guys want women that are young, beautiful, and chaste, well, a lot of girls are older, hoes, been ran through, and don't have feminine characteristics. So that some of them are going to feel some type of way because they don't necessarily qualify for that. So that's why a lot of girls don't like. Girls would rather get comforting lies than uncomfortable truths.
Yeah.
I feel like that's anybody.
No,
Because-
we lie to women too much. It's a shame.
We lie to men. We lie to everybody's lying to us.
Men hear the truth way more often than women do, and that reflects in the fact that we're hoeing around, sleeping with everyone. Like,
I mean,
we gain stupid weight, and instead of saying, "Girl, you put on 20 pounds," we say, "Yeah, you look good, you look thick." When we said
Yeah, I
that
don't
Black
do
women
that.
lead obesity, diabetes, heart disease, the one over here, she said,
statistics
"Oh,
are
I'm
biased.
just thick." No, you're
She said
not. You're
thickness is in our
fat and you're
blood.
obese. But we like to lack accountability and lie about it, and that
Yeah.
comes from everyone around us lying to us, and it's not okay. Like, we need to hear the truth, and the truth is, you're fat
but
and
like, I
stupid.
feel like generally,
Not you,
yeah,
but
I
women.
feel like generally everybody lies to cover somebody. So if you like this person,
Tell me the lies that men get then.
I mean, the sex is good. Yeah, I like you.
No. I mean, how do we lie? How do we lie to men? You're saying that you tell them that the sex
No,
is good?
I feel like it just in general, people lie to each other. Like, say for instance, no one wants to have their feelings hurt. Now we're in a day and age. You can't say that because this is such and such. It's always a name and a label on something.
I disagree. I think we can't criticize women, but we can openly criticize men.
all the time.
We live in
All
a
day.
man-hating
I feel
society.
like, so
Yeah.
there's this woman, I would love for you to bring her up. I don't know, she's passed now, unfortunately committed suicide because she
The woman that was a man for a year and a half?
a social
The lesbian?
experiment,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Yep.
social experiment, she lived the life of a man and ended up committing suicide because
Unalived
exactly what
herself.
you guys are saying.
Yeah.
Sorry. But for that exact reason. I read about that and I was like, this is interesting because I would expect the opposite, but
The thing, to answer your point, the reason why men get the truth is because if a man makes a mistake or does something stupid, he deals with immediate consequences for his lack of.
Oh, I get what you said. Like
competence.
they're automatically crucified for it.
No,
Like,
I'll give you an example. If I'm a girl and I'm fat, annoying, and rambunctious, like some of the girls that were on this panel, we tell them you're strong, you're independent, and you deserve the world. Men just can't handle you.
You're thick.
But if a dude is a loser, fat, and a bum and doesn't make money, he's not going to get laid. People aren't going to respect him, and he deals with the consequences of his inadequacies. But women don't deal with the consequences of their inadequacies.
Yeah,
because there's always going to be a simp that will give her the world, regardless of how she behaves, regardless of how fast she is, regardless of how annoying she is. But if guys started holding women accountable for their poor decisions, girls would behave better. But the reality is we don't. So women think that they're special.
Do you also feel that way about like and like economy wise too? Like
What do you mean?
Like prime example, we have all these resources for women.
Yeah.
But it's like, where are the resources for the men? Like, okay,
That's true too.
Like, okay, say for instance,
I
woman
mean-
is a single parent. Okay, she's like you said, that's taught. Oh yeah, you're strong black woman. This, that, and the four. Here's your Section 8. Here's your food stamps. Here's your welfare. Here's your all these things to help you live because this man is not in the house.
Yeah.
But like, okay, it's single fathers out here. So where is that same?
Yeah, single motherhood's actually
What-
incentivized, and it's like not okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
they push single motherhood in our society so hard, and it just doesn't make sense. Like, why would you want to struggle?
And then it's like child support. I never understood the ideal of child support. And the reason why I say that is because, okay, you put this man on child support, you report him. Now the little money you probably were getting, now you're not gonna get it at all because he's in jail. So it's just like it kind of defeats the purpose. You want help. Okay, you and this man as two adults need to come and find out, okay, what can we do to make this work? Not necessarily run to government aid, because that's not always the answer. Sometimes it can hinder you more than help you.
Well, I mean, if you can divorce a guy, take money, keep the kids, and get child support, right? A lot of women do it out of spite. Like women are rewarded
I
for
agree.
divorcing men, which is why they initiate most of them.
I agree.
But yeah, I mean, but basically, yeah, you went a little bit further. But in general, that's what I mean is that men are held accountable for their incompetence, whereas women are not. So that's why you get the fuckery that you see here. Fat women running around saying like, no, I'm just big boned and I'm 187 pounds, but the BMI doesn't count for me. Like, yo, this crazy cloud world shit. Could y'all imagine if I was broke and I said, the USD index, it doesn't matter for me. I'm a millionaire in my head.
Manifest.
I'll be crazy, right?
It's my
I'll sound
truth.
stupid, right? It's my
Manifest it.
truth.
My truth.
You know, I got Monopoly money, so I'm not really broke. But that's like that's like literally the logic that so many modern day women have. Like reality doesn't pertain to them because it's my truth and what I think and what I feel.
I'm a Scorpio.
Yeah, versus what's real. It's crazy.
Yo, I feel like that whole zodiac thing is just like a trigger.
space
People
racism.
try so hard to act like they're zodiac signs. So it's just like
Is
that's just
that
like me
it?
saying, okay, I'm a Pisces. Okay, I'm gonna act like a Pisces. Like that's,
There's no
Yes.
such thing as
That's-
acting like your sign,
sign.
like stars, trillions of light years away, have nothing to do with your shitty personality on Earth. So I'm going to tell women everywhere, stop following zodiacs. They're not real.
No.
Psychics aren't real. Rocks, your little geometric lavender rocks, that's not real.
It's
like,
another way to feel special without doing anything. This is a world where we give people all these reasons to feel like they're unique, to feel like they're good. I'm an Afro-Latina. I'm a rapper, social media platform. You could just declare something. I'm a Pisces. We give people reasons to feel good about being failures. If you're fat, you're thick. If you're broke, you're manifesting. If you're a crackhead, you're learning. Like, if you're on drugs, then your past this is someone else's fault. There's so many reasons why nothing is your fault anymore.
That's so
And this is the woke ideology summed up.
Yeah.
We've validated all these failures not because we care or the elites care about your feelings. It's to just keep you poor and broke and stupid and at the bottom. That's why the woke ideology exists. It's not because our feelings matter, stuff like that. It's just to keep us down talking about stars while they keep all the money.
Distractions.
And racism and all the other paradigms that they
Psyops.
set for us.
Racism, it's all nonsense.
Yeah.
Poor people discuss poor issues. Rich people discuss meaningful issues.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and
money.
the effort to be inclusive, we've lost so much integrity in the process.
Yeah.
Because you have to concede when you want to be inclusive to everyone's fuckery. And I think we need to go, like I said before, we need to go back to shaming people for being stupid, for being fat, for being incompetent. People would act right if you told them, yo, you're being an idiot. And this is also what happens when you don't have a father. Your father a lot of times is disciplinarian and the one that tells you, hey, this is the right way to do things, the wrong way to do things. We have a fatherless society now where there's not a dad around or a strong masculine figure to correct people from their fuckery, you know? And that's why you end up with the stupid shit that you see on the show a lot of times where women don't have a general respect for male authority because they never had it in their life.
Once again, we don't need no man. We're
Yeah.
strong and independent. Fuck niggas.
Yeah.
All right, we got some more chats here.
All right, cool. 3 niggas, $50. Newark girl. I'm from Jersey too. Let's get some sushi and you can drop your IG before you get castled. Thanks, babe.
Too late.
It's cool. He predicted it. He predicted it.
Hey, bro, she don't look like her Instagram though.
Yeah.
Thailand, bruh. Not sure how fellas do this. FNF to the moon. W book. WFNF. Thank man. Thanks for that. Get the book. Why women deserve less. See, I don't tolerate fuckery like from those girls. That chick thought because she had her titties out that I wasn't gonna kick her out. Get the fuck out of here. John, $50. Is this the geek panel? I guess so, if you want to say. Christopher Peterson goes, free the Tates, injustice against one is an injustice against all of us.
Well
Facts.
said, bro.
Absolutely. Giga Mo, this is hilarious. Salam, Myron, Fresh and Sneeko. Had a spicy Chipotle burrito last night after the gym. Just want to let you guys know that the crap I took this morning and had a higher IQ than all the girls on the panel combined.
Wow.
Free the Tates, resist Shaitan. I appreciate that, my friend. 3 Diglets. I like women of all complexions as long as she got a big old butt back there. I'm swiping right. Even the 60-plus-year-olds. Okay.
What the
if she got a wagon, I'm swiping right. I'm eating the butt up with that dairy-free almond milk whipped cream on the first day, even a fat one's piece. Yeah.
Shake that hole, bro. Shake that hole.
Isn't that just a death trio?
Oh God. FT3. LMAO, the Queen's proving Reptar's point about black women in real time. That was before when you were making your point, they kept interrupting you. These are from way before.
Yeah.
Candid Lee, shout out to her. W. Reptar shirt spitting nothing but facts. Yes, she was. And I sent her a clip. As y'all know, she was arguing with that girl that we had before, the delusional 31-year-old chick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I sent her some content so she can go ahead and do what she wants with that. SC24 speaking over each other. Yeah, facts, bro.
Bro. No. She tagged that girl on her IG, by the way.
No, I know she did.
Yeah,
I know she did. Yo, that girl was capping, by the way, guys. She was never married, and she's a porn star.
OnlyFans.
Which
one?
One of the girls that was on the show. That
Single
was
mother of 2 kids.
Yeah,
that
was
wants to be what's the word? She wants to be known as a good girl, but she's really the
When
worst
was
girl
that
possible.
discussed?
Was this yesterday?
What?
This was a couple episodes ago.
Okay.
This was like I think on Monday night or something like that. I don't want to give her her name.
Yeah.
But she was the delusional chick that was given attitude from
Layla?
Whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, the point is, guys, is that she a porn star. She was trying to say, I don't have sex for money, blah, blah, blah. She a porn star, guys.
Yikes.
So someone sent me some graphic shit that I didn't want to see. Ameg Osman, I would never marry a woman who is not a virgin. What the fuck are they talking about? I'm getting Osman all the way from the Middle East. Brandon Mitchell. Just to show y'all, man, girls be coming on the show and they be capping. And it was a girl that actually sent me that DM saying, yo, this girl's lying. And she sent me all this shit. She was never married. She lied because she kept saying, I've been married before. I don't need a man. No, she never was married. She just got a baby daddy.
I know who that is. I think.
Brandon Mitchell. My girl's feminine, polite, loves to cook and clean and serve me unprompted. Free take. She helps me with my online business. Great from a great fam. Loves kids, help me with my son. Beautiful dark skin. She's Nigerian though. It's the culture, not the skin color.
Guys,
absolutely, it's the culture.
If you're confused, it's the 10K girl that was in the middle. 10K.
Yeah.
Remember that. All right. FT3.
Generational trauma was sold to non-whites by their overlords. Okay. I mean, Dania, them girls kicked out where the stereotype never fails. Safe travel, gents, free the Tates. Yeah, bro, they're making it look bad for everybody else. Found your content a couple months ago, almost self-deleted and found a new goal in life. Thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
Good job, brother. Can't win, bro.
Shout out to Lob and Leash, who don't do that at all, who just talk and don't provide any value. And like, even I posted a clip on my Instagram. I've been trying to inspire people to get back in the gym and stuff like that. And Myron posted something. He was deadlifting, and then Laba replies like, imagine like squatting with a bar. First off, it was a deadlift, not a squat. And what you do,
stupid,
what you talk about doesn't help anybody. You're not going to get a message that says, I almost deleted myself, but this show provided me with the information I needed to keep on going. You just talk about stuff. Address that part. But Fresh and Fit, like, this is why I support everything you guys do.
This is why we support you. Fuck Apple and Peach.
Yes,
fucking
sir.
Losers, man. Joker, Frenchman here, and I think it's indisputable at this point from between our channel, your channel, our reach, etc. We're changing way more lives than losers like Abba and Preach and Playback and fucking Lasan Abi, all the guys that hate us. Who's creating more impact, us or them? Real talk. I look at it like this: it's like us, Sneeko, the Tates versus L3, Lasan Fagabi, Apple and Peach. Who else a part of the Matrix?
On YouTube.
I'll tell you this though.
Playback.
I'll tell you this though.
Losers, bro.
The content, they'll stay on the platforms. Will we get canceled?
Probably.
I mean, they don't
Honestly.
want any self-improvement. Anything that adds value to people's lives,
true.
they always get scrutinized
That's
because they
true.
want you to become a mindless drone.
They're
There's a reason
all
for that.
reaction channels
People
staying in the
want-
middle. They stand for nothing, bro. All right. Frenchman here, 6'2", muscular, several properties. I know how to get women, but even if I know how they are, I have issues to get past it. How can I get them out of my head and keep focusing on myself? My friend, you can either understand women or love them, but it's very difficult to do both.
Lee.
All right?
Look at that.
I think that was for me kicking out those girls. He was just like, bro, take this for your hair. Because I definitely need
5 feet.
Yeah, 5 feet.
100 for each.
Yeah,
Is that a
probably.
new record? Has there ever been 5 castles in
That's
the show?
wild.
I kicked an entire panel off one time.
Whoa. What did you do
It
after
was like
that?
10 girls.
I missed that episode.
How did I miss that?
They were just being
episode?
annoying. This was years ago though. This was like when we first.
No, you think that's bad? Before we started the show, you kick everybody out.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I go down the lobby and
Yeah.
get the girls ourselves, and they show some attitude. I'm like, yo, just get the fuck off the elevator. Like,
Yo,
won't even bring them
Chris,
upstairs.
yo, Chris, 2 girls left. I'm like, left? How? What's going on? Yeah, they'll be an asshole. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that was before. Like I had way less tolerance for that bullshit back then, but now I've gotten a bit more patience. But I've lost hair in the process.
A bit more.
Process.
A bit more.
Juan Tovar, ladies, what makes you qualified to be with the man of your dreams? Watch the show with my girl and has made our relationship 100 times better.
There you go.
She has tried to spread some sense into her friends. However, they get angry. She's lost friends. Men wake up and join the CEO network. Shout out to Juan. 1, 2, 3. It is what it is, man. People that watch their content, our content that are in relationships, say, yeah, it creates good conversations. IRS, don't worry about those hair-hatted hooligans that got castled. Some of them lied on their 1040 thinking they can finesse me. They don't know who they messing with, and all that is in them hoochies futures. Yo, what the fuck, bro?
IRS, open up.
IRS.
Dior Donatello goes, it's crazy how my ex wanted me back, but I've been watching you guys for so long. I leveled up in a loving relationship with a woman that respects me, and I worked hard on myself. Love you guys. Keep up the good work. Bro, I really appreciate it, man. Y'all really are like the fuel that keeps us going, man.
Yeah,
Because I
100%.
know Apple and Peach are not getting messages like this. They're not changing no lives. They're just reacting to videos. Anything else? Caught up, right?
Yep.
We're good?
Yep.
Awesome.
All
Turn
right.
to ladies and then.
Quick shout out to Amgad the 50. He's a creativity kit professor all the way from the Middle East. Maybe I'll see you in Dubai.
Shout out to him.
Okay. That was the guy that said I want a virgin.
And guys,
what
tomorrow
professor?
Sneeko and Myron will be in Dubai.
Yeah, we're going
So if you
to-
want to do clouds with them, hit them up. They'll be on Instagram, Unplug Fit, Sneeko.
Yep.
And yeah. All right, ladies on the panel. We're gonna do last thoughts, statements, and questions and comments. So open up to you. Anything you want to ask us on the panel or last thoughts on the
What
show?
about Rumble?
Oh, we're gonna close everything.
Okay.
Okay, so I actually had a question for you. So earlier you were talking about how like some people put like labels on everybody and how everybody like wants like labels to feel basically
Special.
like traumatized, depressed, yeah,
They, them,
however.
Afro Latinx.
Yeah, like how do you what do we do to combat that in society? Like as an internet personality, I literally got canceled for telling people to work hard on Twitter, and I got canceled for that.
How do you
so.
did you get deleted? I got
I-
deleted.
I didn't get deleted, but everyone is quote tweeting me, calling me ableist and transphobic and fatphobic and racist because I said that I worked my ass off for the past like 2 years working on my OnlyFans, and now it's my main source of income, and that everyone can do it if they actually put in the work, but most people are
I mean,
not
these
willing to
people
work on
are
their
just
page.
straight up NPCs.
Yeah.
They're
That
not.
sound like
they're not.
That
I
sound
mean,
like trolling. Like
it's
to
not
me,
trolling.
like-
It's
They're-
surprisingly not
they're not trolls.
trolling.
They just you can't look. They never have a profile picture of themselves. It's always an anime picture.
do though.
It's always a picture of
They
a flower.
look crazy.
What do they look like? They
Fat.
kinda- they got a-
Fat.
like the fake pages.
Like you,
and
but fat.
stuff.
Like me, but fat.
Yeah.
Best way to put
Okay,
it.
I mean, these people are not real.
yeah.
They're real, but who cares what they think?
Yeah.
Why are you letting them have any control over your life?
That's true. That's very accurate.
Like, okay, you're fat and you have like weird hair and you're they them and you're depressed and you're going to therapy. Like, oh, okay, your life sucks. Like, why would you let them? I understand why you have to have empathy. Like, this is their little thing. They need to call you a bad person to feel better about their terrible lives. Let them have it. Go ahead, hate me. Okay, you need it. Your life sucks.
This is why I don't use Twitter, bro.
No, it's fun. It's great conversation.
Twitter
I
It's
use
good.
it for
That is.
entertainment.
I mean, it's the same thing on Twitter.
entertainment.
The same thing is in the comment sections, like people on Instagram, like reply hit piece videos. Like if people make an hours long, I've had documentaries. I've had actual like over 10 documentaries made about me. You need it. It's just a long tweet reply. Okay, your life sucks. You're depressed. I don't. What am I gonna do? Get mad about it? I understand. If you look at the person, you can always figure out why they think what they think.
See, that's the problem, bro. Someone says, "I need that OnlyFans."
Stop, bro. You're part of the problem.
Okay. What about you?
Okay, so I have a question for all you collectively, and then like a question for you, Sneeko. The first question is, what qualities do you guys look for in like the potential mother of your children? And then how many kids would you like, if any, in the future?
I like that. She didn't phrase it as potential woman.
Yeah.
Potential mother of
Mother.
your children. That's
Mm.
very important.
Very clever.
Yes.
You taught her well, huh? Were you always red pilled, or did this stuff help you?
I mean, I used to, in my yesteryear, I had blue hair and this side was shaved,
shit.
and I had friends who were super liberal, but then like, I don't
Blue
know.
hair always.
Honestly, yeah, it's the blue like
It's the blue hair.
self dye.
Pink's
Yeah.
okay.
Pink's
You're all right.
but it's always blue. honestly, once I had to start making money and paying attention to like the economy and stuff is when I realized, oh, the president that's currently sitting actually isn't helpful. This person actually isn't good. Like it started with money and then everything else.
Because you have to see the world for the way it really is.
And then everything else followed. I was like, oh, things actually aren't as racist or sexist or phobic or ist or this or here as they as everyone makes me think they are. Like CNN lied.
You were a former raging liberal and you converted?
Like
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'll give you a Don DeMarco, man. Shout out to you, man. No, because we've had girls like that before that were like raging feminists or super liberal or super woke, etc. And then they like live that lifestyle for a bit and they're like, wait, hold on.
This doesn't make sense.
Yeah, this continues to perpetuate misery. What the fuck am I doing here?
Right.
W, better
like,
late
I'm
than
not
never.
happy.
Yeah, I was literally the same way. Like I was super liberal until my boyfriend showed me this podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at what look at the effect that the red pill has. It's changing lives. Look, this is why I'm saying, like, you watch Destiny and the Blue, like they're entertaining. It's good to watch them, but it's comfort food. It's not going to change your life. It's not going to add any value. It's just there for mindless entertainment. That's why they don't get canceled. That's why they'll be on the trending page, because the corporations, they want you to be a mindless drone so that you keep watching and you feed more ad revenue. If you start to improve your life, you're not going to watch mindless content anymore.
Yeah.
You're not a slave anymore. This is why you get canceled for saying work hard, because all the other losers need you to be a loser with them. Misery loves company.
So true.
Okay, so Sneeko, how many kids and what qualities do you want in your
Sometimes I want
mother?
4, sometimes I want 10. Sometimes I think about having multiple wives, and then sometimes it's just maybe one. But I don't know. I mean, I'm young, but I want a lot. I think between 4 and 10, depending on.
Nice. Do you think you could support like the 4-wife thing if you decided to do that?
Yeah, I need some work. I need there's still some simp that I need to fucking get out of there. Like I need to go, and when bloody girl is approached, just, leave her in the hotel. And that's what I need to do. I can't tolerate any blood anymore.
If you want 10 kids, there's gonna be blood.
Well, that's how you go to the other wife. When one's bleeding, you got 3 more to go choose from.
That's true.
That's what it fixes a lot of problems. Islam fixes all the problems in the West. Like all this garbage, like Islam this is why haram! Dubai's a great place. It's a great solution to every woke problem. And what do I look for in a wife? I would say a woman that can compliment me, that supports me, feminine, beautiful, in shape, not argumentative, and
not
wants
187
to support me. Not 100, preferably 130, 120. I want to hire my wife, and not because I need her, but because like women need to be occupied to some, like you're gonna get bored all day long.
I said it earlier.
So like I want her to be doing like the accounting or being my assistant, having some tasks, or maybe I'll like buy her a little store and she can do. But I want to like put her at work. I want her to work for me. I don't want another man. I don't want another corporation to be in charge of her whatsoever. So just, I want to employ her so that, we can work together and she's supporting me. It's going to make both of us happier.
Okay. That's cool.
Aaron.
For the mother of my kids, she can't be a whore because we're seeing it now, the downstream effects with OnlyFans, etc. I think the worst thing that can happen is your son's on the playground and fucking Tommy comes up and says, I saw your mom's ass on OnlyFans for $9.99. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I think that's like a negative or porn or something like that. And then I think the other thing is she's got to be in shape, right? Got to maintain attraction, not be a pain in the ass, and help me with my mission. I think women that are okay with being subservient to their men are always going to win over girls that aren't. This rambunctious, masculine, I'm a boss too type shit. Like, I mean, bro, like you're only gonna attract a certain demographic of man with that, and it's like it's never gonna last. He might tolerate that for a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever, but eventually he's gonna be like, damn, bro, this is annoying. I'm coming home to my girl. And the other thing too, no shade on that girl there, but the fact that she's been dating her man for 3 years and he hasn't proposed to her,
bro.
Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like that tells you everything you need to know. So that's something a little off, but it is what it is, man. Men wife up girls fairly quickly from a serious standpoint that they know are worth it long term. So that's what I would say as far as like the mother of my kids. What about you, Fresh?
Oh, well, how many? Sorry.
Oh, how many kids? Yeah. Damn. Well, I'd have multiple wives. So I'll say
W.
Yeah, definitely.
Multiple wives,
the 48 children.
Yeah, I'd have at least
23.
There's no way I'm not gonna have at least 2 to 3 wives. No way. Yeah.
Kids?
Yeah, two each probably. 2 each.
2 each? Okay.
Yeah, 2 each and a dog. That nuclear family footage.
You want a dog?
You want a dog?
You
Not
want
really,
a dog?
but
Yeah, you want a dog?
kids can have it.
Wait,
I ain't gonna be
Myron,
there.
but you know it's haram.
For the kids.
What? If you
It's
have
gotta be
a
a protection dog.
if you have a little purse dog, that's haram. You know that? If you have a big guard dog that can go bite somebody, halal.
Yeah,
That's
you
what I
need a
love about
Doberman.
Islam. No gay dogs in Islam.
What?
That's true. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's
Look,
true.
look,
Yeah,
look
you
at the
can't-
Quran.
yeah, you can't have- yeah, you
Little thing
can't.
like you can't wear gold. You, like men aren't supposed to wear jewelry.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Nothing fruity about you. No fruity dogs because that's jewelry. Like a little gay dog. You're like, oh man,
An
it's just why?
accessory.
It's just-
Yeah, an
No.
The
accessory.
Gotta
hallway
get a big guard dog.
downstairs was
I
full
never-
of men with
I never heard
tiny
that one.
dogs.
haram.
So real.
Yeah.
Because girls like tiny dogs.
I've seen all types
That's
of dogs
true.
though. Like
Okay.
Big dogs are better.
Final
Fresh?
thoughts.
Not fresh.
Fresh
So
for your
Don't-
kids, right?
Nah, bro.
yeah, wait. You want to
Your
answer
kids
that?
and your mother. of
I'm not
two
important, man.
children. Well, but you're a man of God, so this is your question.
You know too
I
much,
see
man.
the chain. I see the chain.
You know too much. Okay.
No, you're showing.
So once again, coachable. Definitely, for example, like adding value to my life, attractive, and at the same time, like she understands where I'm at because lifestyle is very important. So if I'm busy with business, hey, don't call me bothering like, oh, where you at? Where you not home? She understands the mission. She's part of the mission as well. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. And then kids, I have a dog. Then I think I'm good with that for now. But maybe one kid if I'm in the mood
One?
later on.
But he needs a sibling, or she.
So
They can die
what's,
alone.
what's with?
What about you?
Oh wow.
I never heard it on the turn of the men, but like when you ask a woman like, oh, why don't you want to have kids? That question, where it's like, I'm choosing not to. I never heard a man say it.
Oh, me?
Like how you just
Right,
did.
it's
Like
so
I just
rare.
want a dog. That's fine. Keep
He
your
also
dog.
said for now, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
For now, for now.
I might change in the future.
I hope you find the
actually-
right one.
Huh?
I hope you find the right one
The right one?
to have a child with
there's
if
many.
you want one.
There's
Oh,
many.
Lord.
Yeah, men are
The right
designed to spread
ones.
their seed everywhere.
Yeah.
So
That's
have as
alright.
many kids as you can.
Damn.
It's-
Anyways,
it's an
are we
option.
doing final thoughts?
But that's
Well-
you.
Or questions or disagreements or anything else.
So I did the show for the first time in July and it was awesome, but I was fully prepared to come up here and be like, that was the most ignorant conversation I've ever had. But after this second panel, I'm just like, I don't know on which side it was ignorant. Like I can't say which at this point.
What did we say that was ignorant?
Tonight, I'm not saying about tonight. I'm talking about last time. But after tonight's show, I'm just like, it really is from, I don't know.
What was ignorant last time? I'm confused.
Well,
Middle
the
of July.
biggest part was just like, okay, we don't have to come to a change of opinion in 3 hours, but at the same time, like just accept what somebody's saying and like if they're talking shit, if they're talking some bimbo shit, okay, I appreciate shutting that down because it's fucking a waste of time and breath. But at the same time, like if somebody's speaking what they feel, what their experiences have taught them to feel, I think we should acknowledge it at least and not be so close-minded. But I'm saying I was fully prepared to be like that. But after today, I'm just like, again, I don't know which side what it was on, so I can't even say it.
Yeah, I just feel like all in all, you just gotta agree to disagree with people and move the
Mhm.
hell on.
Mhm.
Because not everybody gonna have the same eye views and
Now, if someone's wrong, I'm gonna keep telling them they're
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah,
yeah, but it's like it's a
we
waste
need
of
to go
time.
back.
It's like conceding.
Like,
It's
once
like-
you done
You need
said
to
it-
tell people they're stupid. Like this is the
Yeah.
problem
No.
with women. See, here's the difference between men and women. When men are wrong, right? There's serious consequences. When women are wrong, it doesn't matter because the guy's just trying to fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Like women get the privilege of being stupid and being wrong because guys want to fuck them. Men don't get that privilege, so you better be right because a man's competence is a large percentage of his ability to mate. Women, on the other hand, can be literally retarded and still attract men. Those hoes that got kicked off are still going to get DMs.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So think about it. If you get the benefit, right, regardless of why you behave, of how you behave, why are you actually going to self-improve?
Yeah. Why would you change?
You wouldn't.
There's 19-year-old girls right now that are getting flown out, getting offers from fucking sultans, getting DMs from celebrities, guys that have accomplished a lot and made millions of dollars, right? Meanwhile, these girls have zero accomplishments to their name, and they think that they're on the same level. Why do you think these girls come on the platform and behave the way they do?
Yeah.
Clearly, we're not on the same level at all, but they think they are because of the internet.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that social media has overcorrected, right, and given women how do I say this? It's given them an overinflated sense of self-worth that is astronomical, that guys like us have to bring girls back to reality and let them know, yo, this isn't your platform. Yo, show some respect, etc. And I gave them multiple warnings and they still act crazy.
She's like, yeah, proceed. Continue.
Like,
yeah.
Don't tell me
Bitch,
what
whose
to do.
show is
No,
it, bro?
Proceed.
But black women being rude is just a stereotype.
Them boys. based.
W
So,
racism.
so my thing is,
W
like, I get it. You're saying, yo, just let him move on or whatever, but I call out stupidity when I see it. And unfortunately, right, women are rarely told that they're stupid. I think we need to go back to telling girls that they're stupid when they say stupid shit.
Yeah.
Because we tell men that they're stupid. Why can't we tell girls that they're stupid?
I get your point. But you know, just how I am, I'm a very laid back and chill person. I don't like arguing, going back and forth with people. I'm gonna say what I have to say to you, and then I'm done with the conversation. On to the new topic. I ain't got time to sit there and wrestle with nobody.
Go, queen.
I know, but then they leave the conversation being like, "I wore her out. I'm correct." Like they're never.
I don't give a damn.
See,
I
she
don't know how
don't
you wanna
care.
feel. I don't give a damn.
done-
Fuck,
she's done with it.
I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
waste of breath.
I feel like it's why.
But I will say for the show though, it does make good content.
Yeah.
We challenge them.
Yeah, I get
Because,
it.
and think about it, ladies, I really want you guys to like put this in your head. The reason why we've blown up so much and why everyone is copying our formula is because women rarely get told the truth.
Yeah.
So all we're doing is saying how the world really works to girls and saying what men really want, and it goes viral. Why? Because we never tell women, you're not that special. You're fat. You're obnoxious. Stop being rude. Stop cutting me off. Get the fuck off the platform. Women are rarely held accountable for their actions. Fresh and Fit is one of the few areas where women deal with the consequences of their inadequacies.
Yeah.
And we're not trying to smash, so it
Real
don't
talk.
matter.
Any of y'all can walk into a bar right now and get free drinks given to you just for being a woman, or get in for free because you're a woman.
I mean, not any.
This nigga Chris,
This nigga Chris, man, talking shit, man.
You know what's funny? I had this realization. Fresh was already gone, but I was sitting with Myron in Dubai, and we're sitting down at the restaurant, and the owner recognized us and then gave us drinks and stuff like that, and we got free drinks. I'm like, oh, cool, free drinks. And then it dawned on me,
oh yeah,
that it took us years to get the same treatment as a 5. A 5 can go into the bar and get free drinks just like because guys want to fuck her. We like created platforms. We had people like who were saying, bro, I almost
Ass and
deleted
titties.
myself, and what you said on camera helped change my life.
Yeah.
And that is equal to being a 5 who weighs 187 pounds. Isn't that wild? To get to the point to realize how much freedom, how much free stuff you get.
Bro, I remember that at that spot. And here's the other scary part. A girl that's average looking has more pull in the dating marketplace and just like getting attention and everything else than like a celebrity dude, bro. That's the truth. Thanks to social media. So it's like we got treatment like the average girl would get, and we had to go like do all this extra shit to be able to do it, bro. Like it's crazy. This is why like men are respected that have status and can get a lot of girls because it's not easy to do. This is why women that have a bunch of dudes and are hoes are not respected because you just exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why body count matters for men.
You get there's that thing. It was like I think I might be butchering it, but it's like they call women hoes and not men because it's like men will pursue a woman, but it's up to the woman to allow who will be entered.
Yeah, girls pick.
So that's why since we have the liberty of choice, we're deemed as hoes.
Yes, rightfully so.
Yeah, because it's like we were given the choice and then we took advantage of it. Is like the problem.
Yeah, you give a person an inch, they take a mile.
Take a mile, exactly. And then we don't take accountability. We're like, don't call me a slut, even though you slept with 30 guys. Like,
Exactly.
what?
Like we all
That's
like
insane.
we all have the same opportunities to like, be modest, do what we do. Like, I mean, I do what I do for work, but I'm fully acknowledging that like no one like most people should not be doing that for work. Most people can't handle it. Most people won't make money. The only reason I do it is because it's an actual viable way for me to make money. Do I like my career? No. And I bet you most girls who do it would say the exact same thing I did. And it's because you got butchered like online. You see all this like feeding into it, telling you that, oh, you should go do this, go be like OnlyFans, go do that, you'll make money. For most girls, you're not going to make anything. I've
You're
seen girls
not,
say in my comments saying, I've been doing it for 6 years. How do you make so much money? I'm like, because I'm skinny and white. Sorry, like there's nothing I could do. Like just found conventionally attractive in society. I work hard on
the
my
typical
content.
girl next door, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't take much to be successful when you're skinny and white doing what I do. But I don't think this job is for everyone.
Oh my god.
And
This
to be
show
honest,
always come full circle.
I
swear.
genuinely hope nobody watching this show signs up to see what you do for work.
Oh no, they definitely will.
They will.
I genuinely
I hope they do. It would be okay,
It would not be okay.
it's too late.
This is the number one thing that affects men's mental health, that makes them sad, that makes them upset. It's because it's an easy solution to something that they should work for. But right now they're going to. There's so many people listening to this right now who are still
Yeah,
going to go
pornography.
and click it and sign it up. It's going to destroy your mind for the inside out. That is the number one thing that affects men's mental health now.
And I should say this to all men. My customers are the biggest losers in the world.
Listen to
No
what she's
girl will
saying.
ever like you. You are a loser.
Damn.
They all know it.
It's
Listen,
true.
that's the right.
Dude, I'm a financial
It's
dominatrix.
true.
Men pay me
Damn.
to make fun of them every day. Call
Hey,
them little
piggies.
dick losers. You're all little dick losers. If you watch porn,
Oh, shit.
you're a little dick loser. Like if you pay, well, you can watch porn, but if you pay for porn, you're a little dick loser.
Oh,
and
shit.
every girl who does thinks the same of you. Like, I'm sorry, it's just true.
Pathetic. There's,
Well,
there's
yeah,
no
this
point.
is-
Siphic doesn't. No, she's telling the truth.
wait,
No,
wait,
she,
They think
yo,
you're
I
fucking
respect the
pathetic.
honesty, bro.
Wait, picture it. Can you point toward the camera and,
And
say
say
you're
that?
a little dick loser?
Hey, yes.
Say it. Like it-
Yes.
Go ahead.
Where's the camera? What am I looking
Right here.
You are a little dick loser if you pay for porn.
Yes.
Bam.
Free
Stay
shipping.
strong.
Free shipping.
I'm not gonna lie. If your subs go up, you're blessed.
They are. You know how many guys just
You
busted a nut to you saying that?
So many people just paid for it right
So
here,
many
right
people
now.
just
Just
busted
like
it.
that.
So
Here's the
many
thing,
people.
though. Like, y'all gotta remember.
That's dumb though.
Bro, you
That's
was-
dumb. I'm acting, guys.
Bro,
Come
you-
on, man.
Bro, I'm
Okay.
back here,
Nigga,
bro.
that was a little too accurate.
It was too accurate. Now I know.
Bro, you next to me, bro.
Have some respect.
I will say, damn. Yeah, I mean, yo, it's true. Like when you're paying for porn or you're paying for any of that stuff, girls cannot respect you while you're in a customer frame. That's just how it goes,
But you know
bro.
what's funny? No matter what, still making
Yeah,
money.
yeah. And here's the thing. It goes to show, guys that think like this are a minority of the population. So
Yeah.
most guys are simps, whatever. She's always gonna have a job.
Yeah, always.
It is what it is. No matter what she says, she's always gonna have a job.
Crazy.
What about you?
Me, last thoughts, final things. Shoot, I don't even know. I'm drawing a blank. But all in all, I want to wish you guys thank you for having me on the show. Yeah,
Sure.
it was an experience.
Wait,
you
did
know,
you name 3 countries?
no, I did not.
Do it
Oh,
now.
wait, wait.
Now. Now. Oh wow.
And you
Good,
better not skip it. You know what's
good
going to
memory.
happen.
Good
You better
memory.
not next.
Back around.
All right, 3 countries, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
I would say
Bomba
Bahamas. That's,
Mhm,
it can
that's a
be-
country.
That can be considered a
One more.
country,
That's a
right?
country.
Is that a
Um,
country?
A territory.
It is. It is.
it's like a
Yeah, it is. It is.
okay.
One more.
One more. Shoot. I don't even Blake. Okay.
Nah, what's above us?
Oh, Canada.
Thank you. She knew that.
That's still a country though.
All right, what's to the west of Canada?
What is to the west of Canada?
Trust me,
Well,
I know
that's
that.
Asia.
Because people will be like Canada. Like once you say Canada,
Asia's
it's
No,
like
Asia's in the
continent.
east. And
Yes,
it's
yes, I know.
Alright.
But
Okay.
to the west
Yeah.
is
Article, man.
Asia.
Okay,
All right.
Cinco.
It's Russia.
We're gonna
Wait,
country, brother.
wait, hold on.
Thank you.
We
Yeah,
got,
that's
we got one more chat.
Rubber Rants.
Yep.
Oh, and yeah, shout out to Detox for actually helping me get on the show.
Shout out to Detox in the back.
In the back, man.
I'm a dog. I fuck with you.
All right. 2571 Combat goes, where's Tommy Sotomayor when you need him? Most black girls y'all ever had on the show.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Damn.
We'll bring
Yo.
Tommy back. Don't
Chris,
worry.
that was too
Is
many.
that a fighter?
I mean,
Is that serious?
No, it's
That's
Yo, if Tommy was here, bro, I couldn't
it would have
imagine.
been. Oh
Yo.
Lord.
Yo,
shut up, bitch.
you know what's funny though? If we ask that question when Tommy's here, insane.
Yeah. Guys, don't worry. We are going to bring Tommy back. He just got some stuff tied up, but he's going to, we'll probably bring him back in April or the end of March. So don't worry.
You got
He's gonna be
canceled
lit.
too, right?
Yeah, you got canceled. Yeah. We'll bring him on with you, bro. It'll be crazy.
I want to meet that guy.
Yeah. We'll do a show with Sneeko and Tommy Sotomayor. We're going to break the internet. But guys.
And Nick. Let's bring Nick on that panel too.
Oh, yes.
Nick Fuentes, Tommy Sotomayor. Oh,
These sound like some UFC fighters.
they pretty
What?
much are.
I'm like,
Oh,
I'm saying like,
It might be a fight.
Yeah, it might be crazy. We'll make that happen. But guys,
Sneeko, sorry, last thoughts.
Yeah, rumble.com/Nico and thecreativitykit.com, 7 calls a week. And we have a competition tomorrow for the person who has the best call to action for a piece of content that they create. So, and the top 5 winners get a shout out, and the number 1 winner gets a cash prize and a shout out on my stream.
Nice.
bam. All right. Cool. Awesome. Guys, all the girls' Instagrams are below. Go ahead and send them a dick pic. I'm sure they'd be happy to see it. And
no,
we'll catch you guys.
no.
$5.
I'm going to Dubai tomorrow with Sneeko. I'll be there probably for a week. I might go to Japan. Who knows? First going to go to Las Vegas. We got some things cooking up. And we'll catch